fucking music gets you pumped up. All right, we ready? Hold on one sec. I close a couple programs here. I think I'm hitting my CPU a little too hard. Okay, hopefully that will help. All right, I think we're good to go. Why did I do that? Well, that's weird. Okay, transition messed up. Well, hello, anybody who might be with us? How's it going? You know, let me test something out. Is it gonna do that if I go to like my chatting screen? What's up? That's interesting. It's so weird because I literally just tested them all and it was fine. Let me look at the transition matrix here. Transition override matrix. Yeah, it's also here. I wonder why it just suddenly started ignoring it. That's weird. Well, that's fine. Not gonna worry about it. Yeah, Dolus is taking over, dude. Dolus?
Oh, and my changes started taking effect.
Dolus! So what do you have to do today, Lemur? And I think the game audio is working today with no stuttering. I did a little test beforehand, but we'll see if that holds up because transitions sure didn't work after I went live. Just playing some City Skylines. Nice, dude. Sounds a nice chill game. You check out the new games on Game Pass, dude? Got some cool stuff dropped. I'll be playing Superliminal this Wednesday because I'm super hyped for that. I've been wanting to play that for a while, and when it came to Game Pass, I was like, I guess it's the time. Make sure my maintenance is up. But I also been playing a little bit of that, what's it called? Flynn, Son of Crimson or something like that. It's like a little side-scrolling hack and slash type game. It's been pretty cool. It feels very like old school, you know, which is a lot of fun. It's almost like nostalgic without being a game that I ever played before, you know. I just see that one too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, Superliminal looks cool. Yeah, man. I feel like I'm gonna get like a Portal vibe from it, you know. It's like this trippy puzzle game. All right, so in this game, in Lawnmower Simulator, we are so close to getting the Turf Tiger too. So I think one lawn and we'll have it, which is the one I wanted the entire game. So then I'll have reached my personal goal, and everything beyond that is just extra. So let's see. I'm gonna take the highest one, which is, oh my god, almost $3,000. That's awesome. All right, we'll give this one to Mia. Didn't they fix the... Yeah, they did. They fixed the inversion on this. This used to be inverted for no reason. So that's cool. Good on them. Guess we'll give him the 521. Roll Elliot. Oh, it requires... Oh, this is a stripe one. Oops, okay. Well, never mind. Sorry, Elliot. Can't do that one. Let's see if Elliot can handle this guy. There we go. Hopefully we can get Moth to play Aragami with us. Yeah, that'd be cool. Looks like a campier version of Tenchu. Okay, yeah, I did like Tenchu a lot, so that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with that game, but if you said it came to Game Pass, which is interesting, I didn't see it on the new Game Pass games list, but if it's in Game Pass, why not play it, you know? Did it come out like a little bit ago? Get those chores done, brother. You got it. Hell yeah. What's up, Splurgus? How you doing, man? Yeah, there's also, I know Papa's been enjoying that Skatebird game that came out on Game Pass too. I played it a little bit. It's definitely pretty silly. And if you like the Tony Hawk games back in the day, that it's definitely going to be up your alley, I think. But I also want to stream I Am Fish at some point. That looks like a good game that I would like to stream. So I think I might do I Am Fish maybe after Binary Domain if I can fit it in before October. But we'll see, because I might try to put a spooky game there if the timing's right. Wonderful Sunday? Hell yeah, dude. May have been this morning. Oh, did it like just came out? Oh, cool, dude. This is the most recent game ad on their. Okay, let me check it out. Maybe I still need to update mine. Yeah, because mine doesn't show it yet, so I must need to update my app. Because yeah, we just recorded the second episode of the podcast, and we were talking about all the new games, and I didn't see that on here, or else I totally would have talked about it. Yeah, did not. Didn't see that. That's interesting. I'm surprised how much I enjoyed Binary Domain. Oh yeah, like because you said you played it back in the day, right, Slurgus? Is that what you're saying? I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it as well. Like especially at first, I was like, oh no, I didn't get the voice activation stuff. That might kind of suck, but it was still pretty fun because it's just so like a product of its time and stuff. You know, like the writing and stuff. I didn't play it, but it was always on Blockbuster stuff. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game, you know. I've definitely enjoyed it so far. There we go. I feel like I usually do this on my mouse and keyboard, this part. Hey, Papa here with I'm new. I don't know what to do. You're not new, Papa. Did you get your lawn mowing done or started? I'm new. I had a buddy of mine growing up who used to always quote that part. That's why I thought to make it an audio cue. Every time you fuck up on something, I'm new. I don't know what to do. It's funny, is I had one of my bosses at my old job, she used to try to pull that shit all the time. Anytime she'd fuck up in front of a customer, she's like, oh, I just started here. And one time I totally like called her out on it. I was like, no, she owns this place. She's worked here for like 8 months, so don't let her do that. Like right in front of her just because I fucking hated her. But she's not new, she just fucked up, she just went up to it. That's it. Finished my front yard? Hell yeah, dude. Talk about Blockbuster, because I remember Papa will talking about milking that system, which I can definitely relate. The podcast is good. Thanks, dude. Hell yeah, that was in the podcast. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We got episode 2 coming out pretty soon. We just recorded it today, so I'll be editing that this week. I don't know, we haven't really hammered down a schedule, but I was thinking maybe every 2 weeks, so hopefully we can keep that kind of cadence going with everybody's busy schedules and stuff. I'm just doing a thorough scan of this environment. So might have the next one in 2 weeks. And yeah, I think we've already taken a lot of the feedback that we heard. Especially, I don't think Stella's here at the moment, but she gave us a lot of good feedback on some technical things, and we're definitely trying to apply that. And if anybody has any suggestions on just things to do on the podcast sometime too, that might be a cool thing to kind of crowdsource a little bit, some ideas of. One thing we thought of was the GeoGuessr sometime. In the first podcast we mentioned that, came up with the idea. I think that could be cool, especially since Dan lives in the UK and we live in America. I decided against doing it live. Yeah, for now, we might do it live at some point, but right now we just need to kind of figure out how to do podcasts, because we're all new to it. We've never done a podcast before, you know. And I can't get the format the way I do it in the edit. Like, we couldn't do that, at least not as easily. I'd have to see. So it wouldn't look as polished if we did it live. But we could do it like, you know, a rough version of it live and then edit it later, I guess. But yeah, it's probably on the table still, you know. I don't think we've completely ruled it out. Yeah, I think it's mostly just because we're trying to get the hang of it, you know, get our format down. We've had a lot of technical issues just getting started. Today we all seem to have something that we were just sitting there like, okay, fuck, why is this not working? You know what I mean? Fucking computers. Oh shit, I didn't realize I had gotten it all still in scan mode. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start her up. Throttle up. And what's my height? 7 to 8. Do 7.6. How's that? There we go. It's nice to see that they're like constantly updating this game. Lower the roller and here we go. Let's go ahead and start with that buffer zone. Hey, let me catch up on. I see I'm missing transfer. Sorry. I see you said you like Beetlejuice burgers. Say your name 3 times. Thank you for listening. I fixed my crappy audio. At least, yeah. We're gonna try to get everybody level. I mean, part of it can be my fault too, because there's things I probably could have done in post. It's just that it's hard to like. If an hour-long podcast to go through every little spot where you might be quiet and try to like boost that, you know. I think that was why it would be easier for us in pre-production or whatever to just turn you up, so then it's easier. I can just kind of like flatten all the peaks, you know. So part of that, I guess, what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to share the blame with you, Papa. I could have done more, but I just didn't have time, you know. It's definitely an interesting career. Just ditched it in favor of dentistry, though. Wait, you ditched? Are you saying you changed career? The past burgers? Is that what you're saying? But chroma key, yeah, we all had to fight something, right, dude? Yeah, chroma key can be so annoying, man. It's like the lighting is like the worst thing. The chroma key, it actually works pretty good, I guess, if you think like the AI of it's fine. It's just the fucking lighting is so hard, dude. Light is rough. And the cameras. I think the cameras is what we were really fighting, because they all kept autoing on us, you know, conveniencing us to death. Oddly enough, I organized with a friend to get his truck and pick up a desk for setting. Oh, nice. Turns out they literally live next door. Didn't even really need all that stuff. Lives over here, Yuri. Sounds good. Thought the audio was good overall. No, before dentistry, I was interested in concept. Oh, gotcha. Computer science. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, both are great fields, I would assume. Anyways, dentistry and science. Or computer security, is that what it was? ComSec? Yeah. Something that you're gonna need for the end of time. And maybe at least until we get special bionic teeth that never degrade. Oh shit, I just threw a flower, but look out now. ComSec guys are overworked to hell. Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. That's one of those things where you're always on call, dude. Especially depending on what you like, who you work for, and how much the threats are like a constant thing or not. I mean, it's not like I know a whole lot about it, but I could only imagine. I'm sure Papa is more off-board, so than I am. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much part of what you do, right, Papa? The no admin thing. On con, you're underappreciated because your metrics are hard to deliver, sort of. Yeah, they don't really track it appropriately, probably. The only metrics people see are metrics that aren't really a good mirror of the effort. It's true. I get burned out pretty easy. Yeah. I know with my work too, sometimes I just like, I guess I used to be a lot more passionate about it than I feel like I am now, and I don't know if part of that's because I've just gotten so into streaming or whatever, and this is like what I truly wanted to do anyways, is like production stuff, you know. But the podcast is great. I really like editing it. It's just like if I didn't have a full-time job, I would love to be able to do it for a living or something. It's always been hard for me to like want to work on other people's video projects, I guess, growing up. I thought that I could get more into that, but I mean, it's hard to even get on projects sometimes too, I found, without like having to like do a shit ton of social work, you know, like talking to people and stuff, which I'm not really huge into that. I'm an introvert. If I had to see everyone's face on stream every day, I'd be a lot quieter. So I like seeing your names in the chat. Yeah, if you're doing your job well, nobody sees you working. Exactly, it's one of those thankless jobs, man. That's like I've always heard like the job of the editor as well in video and stuff. Like, not to say that they don't get appreciated, but like a good editor is it goes unnoticed, you know, because you don't want the editing to take away from the subject. Not to say that suits every situation. I guess we're talking about like movies when I learned that or whatever. Yeah, it's just one of those, but you know, just like a job like that. Or if you're doing it right, that means nothing happens. the game like jumping a little bit on the stream? Yeah, it's like it's all of a sudden jumping forward or something. Okay. Hopefully that's not going through to the stream. I wonder if my refresh rate's set right on my capture. Yeah, let me see. Hold up. What is it with this game and messing everything up on me all the time? Is this on my monitor frame rate? Yeah, that's probably what it is. Let me set it to 60 hertz. So it's at 144, which is probably not in sequence with the 60 frames that I'm trying to push on OBS. Hopefully that'll fix it. This probably was getting out of sync and catching up. I don't normally have that issue. I haven't seen it do it yet. I appreciate the effort you are putting through for us. Oh yeah, of course, man. Yeah, thank you. Definitely takes a long time, but I think I'm gonna like definitely save myself a lot of time since at least mine and yours was pre-keyed out this time. That's gonna help a ton, man, because like so much of the time it took me last time was actually just waiting time. But the rough part about waiting when you're editing is that it takes my entire computer's like processing power to render. So I can't do anything. I can't like play a video game. I can barely even watch videos sometimes while it's rendering, because like it has a chance to crash too. And I really should probably invest in the subscription. The more we do it, the more I'll be pressured to go ahead and get a subscription to the latest version of Premiere, so I can get all the new rendering features and stuff, you know. I also need to invest in some more RAM. I think I only have 32 gigs of RAM, and I could have 64. I have the slots for it, so that would help as well. I could handle more frames at once, I think. And if I could do double the frames, man, whew, things would probably render a lot faster. Like if I wanted to render like everything not pre-rendered in the last one, the rendering time was 5 hours. But the problem is that I could never go 5 hours without it crashing. So I had to pre-render a lot of the stuff, like our green screens per shot. I had to go ahead and just render out small videos of each of our perspectives, and then I had to reassemble that, so that at that point it didn't have to render the chroma key in the final product. It could just render like this video that was already baked into the final product. Saved me a lot of time. It just took me a while to kind of figure out that that was going to be the best thing. I tried to render it out a few times before that, and I was just like, no, this is just not working, dude. It's just telling me to fuck myself. Yeah, it all worked out in the end. It just made it really rough to try to get Dan's green screen better too, you know, because every single time I make an adjustment to it, I'd have to re-render it to actually see the actual finished product of the green screen keying, because it's like too much for the computer to show you all at once, because it's not like it's live like OBS. It's done it to every single frame of the hour-long video, so you have to render it to see the finished product of it. You only get like a pretty good preview of it. Mad code test like that, yeah. Are you talking about like really long that might fail in the middle or something? Make one change, wait now. Oh, gotcha, yeah, where you had to like recompile or something like that. Build it again. Yeah, it's rough to have to work like that, man. You want to find shortcuts and stuff. So I'm figuring it out. I think I need to get bigger hard drives and stuff too that are solid state, so I can work on a solid state drive. I have another spot actually for an M2 on my motherboard. I have 2 M2 slots, so I could put another one there that's just for like my currently active video project. I think that's what I'm gonna do actually. That, and then double my RAM, and I think I should have a pretty damn good editing machine at that point. I mean, I got a 2080 in there too, so that's definitely doing some work. So yeah, probably my next paycheck I'll probably spring for a couple of those things. I mean, I guess I could use the stream fund for that. I actually have quite a bit of money that you guys have donated, saved up. I just find it hard to try to figure out what I want to spend that on, because I don't mind spending my own money on stuff, you know, as well. I'm thinking that I might try to save the stream donation money for things that people see on screen, you know, rather than stuff that makes my life easier. So more like props or like, what else am I thinking of? Or maybe like food items when I go to try some of like my cooking streams in the future and stuff like that. All right, let's see. Should we go ahead and start doing some nice lineage? Go long ways or something. Let's start down here. I'm gonna start in the middle area, I think, and then we'll work our way to the edges. So I can just give myself a nice straight line to start from. Yeah, right down the center. Actually, probably a little offside of the center, so I can kind of just get a good patch in the center. All right, let's try it about right. Right there. Yeah, I'll start right there. Roll it down, and here we go. And then I correct it like immediately. Let's go ahead and get this big boring part out of the way where we just go straight for forever. It's so funny that it does that. He's like about to stretch and adjust his headphones, and he's like, oh wait, no. Gotta drive. Chat in the Discord. If Ian got, or Dan got me his audio or not. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to maybe tonight as well put our other collab video on the Strange Planet site or Strange Planet channel. I'll go ahead and probably just make it like private or something on my channel, or maybe just remove it. That just feels like it makes more sense over there now that we got Strange Planet going. I'm excited to try and set up a green screen room for VR. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So you're gonna do it in a different room? Is that kind of how you're gonna do it, or are you just gonna try to do it kind of like what I do and I just box it off a small area of my room? Yeah, it'll be fun to do another green screen or another VR streaming it. It's been so long since I've done one. I just don't keep up with the VR games as much because there's so many good like 2D games out all the time. I feel like, you know, it's just something that I stay too plugged into. I'm probably sleeping on some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Too fast. A little bit of overlap, not too much. Bit. I think that might be lined up. Yep, I have a different space downstairs in mind. Ooh, nice, dude. It'll probably be special occasion stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, have you thought about doing any streams that weren't video games at all, Papa? Is that something that you would ever think you'd do? Kind of like the build streams that I've done in the past or whatever? Like a project stream, maybe, is what you could call it? An umbrella term. I'm really excited to try some of that meat alternative streaming. Try some of that out. I think it'd be pretty cool. And I'll see if I can make some vegan meats. I feel like it'll be a fun thing to try because there's so many different things you can do to try to make vegan meat, so it'll be something I feel like I can pull from for a while. I'm not sure what I would do. I always thought coding would be boring. Yeah, I can see what you mean. I think it depends on maybe the coding and how you can do it. Just because one time I have watched one coding stream that I enjoyed. It was from Fangbone back when I was watching stuff on Glimish. And what he was doing was making a Minecraft mod. He was making DayZ in Minecraft for his community and stuff, which sounded so cool, like something that'd be so awesome to do. But what's cool about it is you'd see him do the code and he kind of explain what he's doing all the time, and then he would jump in and be like, okay, so now I should see this happen, and he would like actually show the Minecraft game and do the test or whatever. And so it was pretty cool, you know, to see his successes and failures and stuff. I mean, maybe I liked it a little bit more just because I code as well, you know, so it could be like a niche audience, but I think it can be cool, you know, as long as maybe if you can find some sort of visual component to tie everything that you're doing to, because a lot of people are more visual learners or whatever. Maybe a Unity dev stream, yeah, something like that. I think people would think is cool, even if you're just making something kind of silly that maybe would end up on itch or something, you know what I mean? But like, I think the idea, if we ever do like Minecraft stuff with Strange Queen, I think the idea of trying to make our own mod for like the community and try to get everybody, like maybe we can make a little mini game and put some mechanics into a mod and then do like a stream where we have everybody come in and play like a little obstacle course or something, and I don't know, you know, something like that. Something we've coded and they watch this code on stream even. That could be cool. That down. Okay, just 1 second. So is the audio all good and everything? Oh, cool. Yeah, Dan got me his audio. That's good. Appreciate that, Dano. I'll keep it in mind. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's try to keep that on the table for at least eventually, you know. Once we can get Dan on PC. I don't know, I just thought it'd be kind of funny if you had like a little promo of Dan's channel where he's like, this is Dan, and then show his like how his stream is now, and this is Dan on PC, and then show like all of his upgrades that he ends up doing when he gets a PC. Stay off PC, kids. Like it's a drug commercial or something. This part's gonna be the most boring. That's all we're getting out of the way, though. Keep her nice and straight. Keep her on the straight and narrow. As the crow flies. Even if I don't respond, kids are home. I'm getting covered in stickers. Oh gosh. Sticker fight! It's so funny when we're young and how much we like stuff like stickers, you know? I feel like I grew out of them as soon as I got to the point where I understood that paper stickers are annoying to pull off things. I remember when once I got old enough, I was a little bit older than my cousins, and my cousins got to the sticker age, and they would put stickers all over their stuff or whatever. And so then when I went over to my cousin's house, I'd see that all these things covered in stickers, and I'm just like, man, yeah, stickers suck, man. Just like they'll have like little paper ones everywhere, you know, because people try to tear them off, and then it's just this little white bit of blob or whatever. What's up, Dan? I saw you pop up, dude. Thanks for uploading that audio. I appreciate you. We are doing probably the biggest lawn that I've cut so far, maybe? It certainly is the most lucrative. I'll say that. It's almost a $3,000 lawn, dude. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know. And we still got a lot of it to go. This may be just closing stuff down. Sounds good. Hey, what's up, Ty? How you doing, man? Good morning, all. There you go. Time to do some chores, buddy. What are you up to today? Did you get a chance to check out the podcast? I know you said you were going to check that out on Friday night, I think, after you got offline. Which was a great stream on Friday, by the way. Everybody, thanks for being here. It was such a fun time. Chat was bumping. We had some really funny conversations. That's what I'm talking about. That's a fucking stream, dude. We even got, yeah, we got laid in The Witcher. Oh, hell yeah. I think that deserves that. Just woke up from a 3-hour nap and now I'm prepping to build an ink farm. Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. You were just talking about Minecraft a little bit a second ago, Ty. Pop and I were just talking about project streams and coding streams and stuff, and I thought like it'd probably be cool to do a coding stream where we were coding stuff in Minecraft or something. Something that's like community specific even someday. Podcast is really good, thanks dude. It was neat to hear about you guys are all interested in right now. Yeah, cool, that's exactly what we hope for, man. Hoping we can bring some cool stuff to you guys' attention. We recorded another one today, so that is on the horizon as well. So yeah, I'm sure we're all excited for you guys to check out the next one. Back, nice, thank you. Glad you liked it, mate. Hell yeah, man. And we try to take some of that feedback. Hydrate, you got it. I actually have, I'm drinking a little bit of caffeine today. They're out of Sprite at Taco Bell, so I just got a Baja Blast. So I might be up late again tonight. Dude, I stayed up way too late Friday night. After I got offline, I was watching. I had rated Soapy, she's a really cool streamer, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys got to check her out. I think Ty was there for a bit and stuff. But yeah, she's a really cool streamer. I was glad to be able to rate her, and I was helping her play The Witcher, which was a lot of fun. And then after that, I think me and Moth were just talking in Discord till like 5 in the fucking morning, dude. My fucking sleep cycle was just fucked. I just totally screwed it on Friday night. Did seem really nice, right? Yeah, very cool. I'm definitely gonna go try to hang out with her again. She hasn't even been streaming that long from what she said, if I remember right. She said she's been streaming for like 2 weeks. That was her first raid, so it's like, hell yeah, man. Love making you stream friends. Especially someone I can just shoot the shit with, you know? That's what I love about Dan and Papa's streams. It's like a Hustle Cat. Hustle Cat's really cool too. She's really chill. We'll just shoot the shit with her as well. So the girl is going to rip all my leg hairs out and she takes these stickers off. Oh no, dude. Oh no, Papa. Yeah, brother, I generally think I'm going to fall asleep in a minute. That sounds good, dude. Full day stream, then that high energy podcast has destroyed me. Yeah, sorry I missed the stream this morning, man. You know I wanted to be there, but I'm glad that I got to sleep though, I will say. Because yeah, last night I fell asleep at 9, trying to, you know, do a little bit better on myself. But then I woke up at 11, and I was wide awake until 5 o'clock in the morning this morning. And then I finally slept for a few hours at that point. So dude, I'm fucked right now. Time for your waxing. Yeah, sounds like it, dude. Waxing with paper stickers that are, I don't know, probably shaped like some cartoon characters or something. Speaking of stickers though, I am pretty excited to get my Domm sticker. I ordered a Domm sticker for, I'm gonna put it on the back of my car, maybe on the windshield or whatever, or the back window. Little derpy Dompus. My car has like a little shade over the back window too, so I'm gonna try to put it under the shade so hopefully the sun won't fuck up the sticker too much. Ooh, good evening, comrades. What's up, Stella? I love it when we get the Animal Farm ones. Oh shit, I am not using enough of my blades. We gotta turn in a little bit. That's gonna be a real wonky wobble in that line. Fuck. Sorry. Happy Sunday! Stella, now that you're here, I want to thank you for all your feedback, Stella. I really, really appreciate that. We recorded another episode today, and we all went over your feedback together before we started, and we tried to, you know, take into account. So thank you. That is definitely very appreciated. Put the pick of my leg at the moment in miscellaneous. Okay, let's check this out. We gotta see Papa's leg. There you go. You got some wax strips. At least, you know, put them on in the same spots and not all over you. Like, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Toxic, oh lord. Nice, it's awesome. Sounds like you're having a good, fun time over there with the kids. Last but never least, Domm. Oh, thank you, Stella. What are you up to today, Stella? What's under your kill, Papa? Stickers. Unfortunately, stickers. It's funny, I almost feel like a part of my brain feels like everybody who's usually in the stream was there earlier when we were recording the podcast too, you know what I mean? Try not to make too many callbacks to it so that everybody can have it fresh as a surprise when they go to watch it. Just dad things. Just dad things. Hashtag dad life. It is something wild. I'm starting a business. Oh, really? What's the business, huh? That's exciting. Are you like trying to, you know, start something off on your own and kind of switch, you know, gears of your career? Or give us a scoop, Stella. What's up? You gonna start a lawn mowing business? It's pretty lucrative. Yeah, this game would have you believe. I'm about to make 3,000 just on this one lawn. Or maybe Stella's gonna become our manager. A strange planet manager. Yeah, we're all in suspense here, Stella. So I love food, as you all know. Yes, that's very true. We know that. And I already do consulting, so I'm creating an LLC for consulting firm that helps restaurants develop new recipes. Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. So is this something that you're gonna like start on the side and try to like kind of feather your way into it, or is that something? Is this something that you're kind of jumping all into? How are you doing that? Never started my own business before, so. Not exactly sure how that works. Yeah, you gonna help them write their descriptions for their food still? I think you'd be good at that as well. And that'll help you use some of what you've learned, right? Because you said you did go to culinary school, right? So go grab supper, be back momentarily. Sounds good, Ty. Enjoy your supper. Side project and something I can totally control the amount of hours I commit to. Yeah, there you go. And you know what? I love talking about food. There you go. Yeah, that's cool. So it's like sort of like how the stream is in a way. For us, for our streams, right? Side project. It's my side gig. But that's super exciting. Does that mean we're gonna see less Stella though? Just about done this middle area if I'm that close to that tree. gonna be a good portion of it. Yeah, 41% of it was that middle area. I've got to get all around the trees, and there's a big chunk on this side too. Probably work on this direction first. It's weird. Like backing up and turning at the same time is not something this thing wants to do. There we go. Down with the roller. And commence cut. Yep, because I plan of doing it on Saturday mornings, those afternoons, while restaurants are being for dinner service. Okay, so it's best for them and for my cause in only doing it on the days my husband is already working and I'm on the streams. Cool. There you go. Get to have all your cakes and eat them too. You think you're still gonna have time to probably volunteer then too, right? You can still keep going to see the puppies. There we go. Let's do that around each of these trees. I feel like I shouldn't be colliding with that, but it's totally counting that as a collision. I know it is. I'm gonna have to pay like $20 in collisions. Damn it. Yep, puppies on Wednesdays. Yeah, hell yeah, there you go. I think you're definitely gonna want to check out the VOD for this Wednesday, Stella, when you can, because I'm gonna be playing Superliminal this Sunday, or for this Wednesday, and I'm pretty hyped for it. I think it's gonna be a really cool game. Hopefully there for a really cool stream. Yeah, that tree is not in line with the rest of them. It's not as far as my line's concerned. So I'll do that one on the next pass. So great to see guys chatting in there. I love that. How has your Sunday been so far? Hoping you guys had a fun time recording. Oh yeah, definitely. About all I've done today, I would say. So I'd say my day has been good because of that. Tried to sleep in as much as I could since I woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't go back to sleep. So it's kind of funny. Dan messaged us in Discord this morning about recording, and I responded to him at 3 o'clock in the morning my time. And he's like, "What are you doing awake, dude?" I had to tell him I couldn't sleep. So I was playing Train Simulator, trying to see if it would be a good stream game eventually, and I don't think it will be. But I gave it a shot. Yeah, we recorded it, and the audio podcast recording is, the podcast recording was great. I think if we had the time, we could have gone for another hour at least. But alas, Dan and Papa have dad duty that they gotta do, family duty. And I needed to mow my lawns today. So I went and had some Taco Bell really quick. Because we pretty much just ended right, just maybe half an hour before I started the stream, maybe 45 minutes. I just shoved some burritos in my face and started the stream. These are fun for just off stream, yeah. Yeah, that's, I was actually talking that a little bit earlier. There's a game that came out on Game Pass that I've been playing in my free time, yesterday. That's kind of mostly what I did the day I played that game a bit. That and slept. I slept for a long time yesterday morning because I stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday night. I'm just screwing my whole rhythm up. Hopefully I'll be able to fall asleep okay today. I have some ideas for a spooky month that I'll message you offline about. Sounds good. I'd love to hear them. I know I want to throw some games in the schedule. I'm gonna pause Phoenix right after this next case, I think. I think that should be about the right time. I think usually about 2 weeks on a case. And then I want to switch to a spooky story game. And then we can come back to Phoenix right afterwards. I know Little Nightmares is one that I wanted to do as well. It's on the list from last year, and Stella wanted me to play that. And I watched Evan and Caitlin play it once, and it looks like it would be a really good game. Definitely up my alley. So that'll probably be one of the games. Probably be my Monday game. It feels like a Monday game for me. After Binary Domain, that's probably what I'll do for Spooky Month with Little Nightmares. Found some appropriately themed, not jump scare games. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I'm not a fan of cheap scares, so I'm glad to hear that they're not jump scare games. I like just like horror story stuff, you know, like things that are like horror themed is more like my style. I'm not against the occasional jump scare or whatever. It's fine. It's just some games that's like all it's about, you know. There's some games that are actually named after it even. I think for me it's partially like the overstimulation thing. I think, Stella, you could probably relate to that. Well, being on the spectrum thing makes it so that if I do get like jump scared, it's just something that rattles me and it makes me just like not very comfortable. It's hard for me to just like laugh about it as much. I probably would on stream, but you know, it's just one of those things that just happens too much. It's just too much. I'll be put off by it. Is there a place to post recommendations? Yep, called Stream Ideas. It's under the Your Voice column. Or category in the Discord, Stream Ideas. If you ever have a game that you'd like to see me play, please post it in. I'd love that. I definitely try to pull from that anytime I see some ideas. Not to say I've gotten to all of them, but you know, it gives me a good gauge on what you guys want to see, and helps me, like, if you guys put, you know, story-based games in there, I can add them to the story time list so we can vote for them. All that good stuff. I try to write down anything anybody says also when I'm streaming. I'm sure you guys have noticed, but doesn't mean I can always remember to look where I wrote them down. I'll just go ahead and do a straight pass here. I'll fix the circles later, I think. Actually, I don't even need to. I'm just doing that for myself, so let's go ahead and keep these nice straight cuts. Sounds like somebody posted some stuff in the Discord. Splurgus throwing some shit down. Post a pic in Discord if you want to share. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, yeah, I didn't see what Splurgus said. Pretty good. Just went to Buy a desk on the... Oh, yeah, the guy that was like literally in the next door. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. So did you get that desk in there? Let's show that in the show and tell section. Are you a history buff, Dom? I wouldn't call me a buff, but I do enjoy learning about history. But I don't think I qualify as a buff. You know what I'm saying? But there are certain aspects of history that I think are very interesting. I think it just depends on how it's formatted, to be honest. I like infotainment. How's that? That's the easiest thing I think I can say. So as long as it's well produced infotainment, I'm definitely down. But yeah, I definitely get a kick out of history stuff. Like one of my favorite animes that I can't wait for a second season for, and I don't know if it'll ever fucking happen at this point, is Drifters, which is a really cool anime because it's features famous people like warriors and stuff from time that are actually real people. Like the whole premise is that like when these people who are heroes essentially in their lore and their legend, when they died, they actually got sent to this realm or whatever, where they got put in this world where there's like elves and shit, elves and goblins and stuff, and they were kind of sent there to take care of this threat that's appeared there. So there's like a bunch of, all the enemies are also people from history too. Like for instance, Joan of Arc is one of the enemies because she was burned at the stake, even though the people she actually tried to fight to protect. So she becomes like very like mad in this world because that had just happened to her, and so she becomes a bad guy and stuff. It's pretty cool. And the main characters are all these three Japanese warriors from history, and I remember just like going through and reading all about them after I started it. It was pretty cool. Like Nobunaga is one of them. I can't remember the main character's name, but he supposedly like sacrificed himself in order for his family to get away and win this battle, and he died on like 100 or whatever, not 100, but probably like 10 different spears or whatever. He just got skewered for his family. It's a badass anime. And I think the main bad guy is pretty interesting. I have a theory about who he is, but they haven't actually revealed it. Yeah. I think it's another person who was killed in a way that seems not so cute. Past it's plain as fuck, and that's kind of the point. So like studying, you know, yeah. Don't want to get too distracted by your desk kind of thing. You keep her nice and plain, Jane. Wait, what is this stuff? Oh, I'm talking about Drifters. It's an anime. It's also a manga, I think, as well. But I need to read the manga at this point because I want to know more about the world. But it's an anime called Drifters. It was on Funimation, but I don't think it is anymore. But maybe it's still on Crunchyroll. But like, it's so weird. It's been 4 years since I think it came out, and we haven't had a second season. Like, there's hardly even word of a second season. It's just like, why? Because it's so fucking cool, so good. The animation style's great and everything too. It's cool. I think it's by the same person who made the same author of Hellsing, if anybody's familiar with that. If you're a manga or anime fan, if the artwork is like exactly the same pretty much as Hellsing, which is a pretty cool anime as well about a vampire. A vampire that hunts vampires, kind of like Blade. Except it's Alucard. I love these Katamari things. And the same Domm when watching the podcast called Dark History, where they debunk myths about history and they have a much more sinister past. Yeah, see, like, that's cool because it's like properly formatted, right? It's pretty cool if you get it in the right format. Totally. Like, speaking of history stuff as well, one thing I really like on YouTube, I'll plug this channel, is Tasting History with Max Miller. It's so good. So I think you think it was pretty cool too, because it's all about food and stuff. But what he does is he goes and he takes these super old recipes from like the original text. And recreates the recipe or whatever, and the whole time he's talking about people who were involved and like writing down the recipe, and he has like this little history lesson with it, and then he tastes it at the end, and he's just a real charming guy. He's pretty cool. I guess he used to work at Disney, and then when the COVID happened, he got like laid off or whatever, so he started this YouTube channel he's always wanted to start, and now his YouTube channel's blown up, and so now he just didn't return to Disney. Now he's just doing that full time. It's like, dude, that's so awesome. Good on you, Max, because it's a great show. But yeah, Tasting History with Max Miller on YouTube. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. I loved the Helsing OVAs. Oh my god, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that is a good channel. Yeah, there you go. Cool, you seen it? Hell yeah. Yeah, if you like Helsing, man, you probably like Drifters. It's not that it's like the same kind of subject matter necessarily or anything, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. The artwork is so much like Helsing. Maybe if that's part of why you like Helsing, then that might tickle your fancy. I wish I could tell you where to go watch it, because I'm pretty sure I watched it on Funimation. But now Funimation just has clips of the show, and it's just like, where the fuck's the first season, dude? It just makes me so mad, because it's so good. So good. They have like Billy the Kid and stuff in there. And he's got like a Gatling gun, and it seems like magic to some of the other people. They're like, what the fuck is this thing? And then there's some like Italian fighter pilot too that like crashes, and he just speaks, I think, Italian the whole entire time. So you don't actually know what he says, I think. I don't even think there's subtitles. Towards the end, those OVAs, I guess I don't know what you mean by OVAs. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Just want to make sure we're on the same page. I might know what you mean, but I'm not sure. A movie series called OVA. Oh, okay, is that like the subtitle of it then, I guess? I thought it was like an acronym or something. Letters of way higher quality. Okay, I really didn't watch the show much. I read the books. I had the books growing up for Helsing, so I haven't really actually watched much of the anime. I had a friend in high school who had the DVDs, and I think she let me borrow them once, but I didn't get through a whole lot of it because I just liked the comic better, I guess, was the form I chose when it came to those. I mean, comics, I don't know, for some reason it's just like books and movies, you know, and adaptations. The comics are always better somehow, you know, if you're willing to sit through and like read the whole thing. It's a little bit better, I guess, somehow. Not to say that some animes don't do a good justice to the original manga. I think I missed some of what you said, Burgers. Let me catch up here. Alucard's summoning Transylvanian knights against Nazis and Catholic soldiers. What the fuck? Oh yeah, there you go. That sounds pretty nuts for sure. That was always a pretty crazy story as well. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in that, like the fourth dimension dude that can just pull things out of his like jacket or whatever and stuff. Like that's just early on stuff. You know? And the comic was so bloody, dude. It was so cool when Alucard turned into that giant shadow dog with many eyes and shit. It's fucking gnarly, man. Should totally watch them. Okay, I'll have to check them out. But don't respawn right away. I'm still here just testing out a cookie recipe. Okay. Sounds good. Kicking back, watching our guy mow grass and sipping a margarita. Hell yeah, there you go, man. Domm approves that. I'm for it. Oh, no more. Sounds like a good way to spend a Sunday. Oh yeah, doing pretty well today. Woke up from a nap and not long ago just had some pasta. Nice, dude. Pasta is delicious. I haven't had pasta in a minute, have I? Last time I made spaghetti's, last time I had pasta. I haven't cooked much for myself much lately. I need to get back on that. I haven't been grocery shopping in like 2 weeks, and I'm like pretty much out of almost everything. I had a couple potatoes left and some eggs, some rice. So many kinds too. That looks like DTM Gammon. What the fuck is Gammon? Gamers Gammon. He's fucking people. Yeah, don't let Dan hear you talking about that stuff. He'll get pretty upset. He doesn't like it when you. Well, if you call it Gammon, he's fine. See, the thing is, I feel like he's not been super clear about it. I think gammon is just pork. But then one time he said that there was a beef gammon as well, and then that threw me for a loop. And I'm like, what? Beignets, French style fried dough, calls balls coated in powdered sugar. Am I saying that right? Beignets? Beignets? Beignets. I don't know. I'm probably fucking it up. It's like a made-up word from the Elder Scrolls. Clearly, he's just making things up as he goes. Yeah, Dan, for sure. Beignet is right. Okay, cool. I got it right the first time. I knew the word beignet, but I'd never seen it spelled, and I'm like, okay, I think if that's a French word, I think it's pronounced beignet. Hell yeah. See, I learned a little bit in French when I tried to learn it. I did like it's almost like it was a CD, you know, one of those things where it's they say the line and then you have to repeat it like through a CD. Pimsleur, I think, was the program. I tried to learn French for like a good year, and the most I learned about it was how they pronounce certain things and how to look at a word and know kind of how they might pronounce it. So while I don't really know any French, if I was looked at a word, I might know how to pronounce it. So, but don't go back and watch my, what was that game called? That a Taxi Noir game? Don't watch that one. I butchered so many French words in that game. that was so hard. In fact, that's maybe where I got better at that. Knowing how things are pronounced. It's from everybody like correcting me when I was trying to pronounce some of that crap. It's like, man, I can make my tongue do what? I love French though. It is a really cool language. It's just so beautiful. I can see why they try to preserve it so much. Is it called Night Call? Is that the name of the game? I'm just trying to remember the name of that freaking taxi game. Alright, getting pretty close. 68%, guys. I'm gonna be getting that fucking turf tiger after this. We won't need the Patriot anymore. I'm getting that down to Mia. Now we get to hire somebody new too, which is pretty cool. I love this song. Ambient Gold, can't go wrong. This is honestly not taking as long as I thought it might. It's like a $3,000 lawn. I expected it to take me way more than, I don't know, close to an hour. Especially since I'm doing lines. So it might be interesting to know. I think there's been proven links between dopamine levels and concentration. Okay, so like, in other words, like keeping yourself happy and concentrating. Like you concentrate better when you're happy. Is that kind of what you mean? Is that how I could translate that? Because I could believe that. I know that's true for me. Stopping in later to Flex Community tonight. Be sure to wish him a happy belated birthday, if not already said. Oh, I haven't told him happy birthday. Haven't been able to hang out in his streams as much this week. Trying to get some work done. Fucking tests are fucking doing my head in, let me tell you. I am happy that it's still the weekend, let me tell you. Yeah, how dare I not say hi, Lemur. Yeah, Lemur's been lurking since the beginning. He's the first one in today. Apparently dopamine is related to how often you blink in a given amount of time. Really? Okay. Does that have to do with that fact that women blink more often than men too? I remember I heard that. I don't know if that's actually like still true or not, but I remember hearing that in high school. I wonder if it's because of the dopamine level. So when I drink orange juice from concentrate, I get a dopamine hit. Oh, yeah, they're dying. How often you blink is related to how effective your perception of time is. Whoa. It's like your time cadence has to do with your blinks. It's like your frame rate. And all of a sudden, boop. New segment. You love that OJ? Oh, I love that OJ, man. Who loves orange soda? Domm loves orange soda. So cool about rate of blink between gender blinking. Gotcha. So is it better to blink more often or less often? Or is that like a valid thing to say? Listening to a podcast from a neuroscience professor about ADHD. Oh, interesting. I know I certainly concentrate better when I'm in a good mood. I try to work on that most of the time. I just feel like I work optimally when I'm feeling good, you know? So some of this like muscle pain is just, it's rough, you know? I just want to like stay positive and happy, and sometimes that muscle pain makes it really hard to even concentrate on a project at work, so then it's hard to feel like I'm doing good at work because I'm spending so much of my time just like, oh God damn it, you know? Certainly affected my work ethic. So I'm hoping once I get, you know, to a good spot where I'm feeling good, everything will just be better. So hopefully if my stream is good now, it'll be even better when I'm no longer in pain. Hopefully I'll be happier and bubblier or whatever, you know? Pleasure equals dopamine. Yeah, I guess that's, am I wrong to associate it with happiness then? Am I conflating something? Want to focus on something with intent? I believe the takeaway is that you'd want to blink a little bit more, but also increase pleasure from a given activity results in more blinking naturally. Oh, okay, gotcha. Happiness is pleasure. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, just different definitions. Gotcha. Yeah, just making sure I wasn't conflating it, because sometimes like that little bit of difference in the definition can matter, you know, in the context of what we're talking about. So make sure I didn't want to like totally butcher what you're trying to get at or whatever. I think it's funny how often just two people defining something differently can cause a disagreement, but it's like you both are saying the same thing, you just would word it differently, you know? I feel like I've been in that situation for sure. It's like we actually agree with each other, we just think we don't agree because we're using different words to describe the same thing. And those moments when communication gets in the way or whatever, kind of fails us. Happens all the time, right? Absolutely. I'd like to try to be as specific as I can. I'd rather say a few more words to make it more clear rather than try to like say it in the fewest words possible. But there's definitely people I've met that are just like, well, why don't you just say it that or whatever? And it's like, well, because that isn't actually very specific, and you could have misinterpreted what I said, so I use more specific words. I mean, there's one guy I used to work with who used to think people were always being like pedantic, essentially, all the time when they would use certain words in emails and stuff. I'm like, no, man, they're just trying to be specific so that you don't. So that they're not like risking you not understanding what you're trying to say. So they're not trying to sound like they're better than you because you try to use fewer words. It's just they're just trying to do their job and be, you know, thorough. He just took it as like an elitist attitude thing. I'm like, man, I mean, come on. You know? Busy making dessert. I forgot about dinner. Please grant me a me food wisdom chat. What should I have? Ooh, I don't know. What do you got to work with? I mean, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is mac and cheese. I haven't had mac and cheese in a long time. I'm sure you can make some damn good mac and cheese and stuff. There was a weak link between mono and disaccharides? Desaturides? I'm sorry, I'm probably fucking that up. With ADHD kids, those are found in a lot of sugars. EPA, fatty acids also have a weak link to help depression. Interesting. Fatty desaturides. I'm gonna have to look more into that, huh? Luke, Morphin, what's up? Oh yeah, this has to be sexual. Why else would you play it? It has to be sexual? Why? What's sexual about it? I'm sorry, I missed what you mean by that. Yeah, desaccharides. Oh, okay. You are honestly close enough. It's cool. I'm trying, man. I feel like with all this practice of reading all these games, I'm getting better. Getting better at pronounce or sounding out words faster. But how are you today, Luke? Good to see you come by. I don't think you've been here before. So welcome. Saccharum is sugar in Latin. No, is it coming from that? Is that like the root word or something? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. Can you play it for me, please? Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to be in on the joke. Don't mind a good sexual joke every now and then. It says an 18 plus stream. Saccharide, which is what I was saying, right, is an organic compound that produces the sweet part of sugar, I think. Not 100% sure of that. Okay. Or was that also saccharide? Disaccharide. Looked like it was spelled differently. I can't believe I cut that as straight as I did while I was staring at the chat most of the time. It's a bit of a testament to this zero turn. But yeah. Got 80%, guys. We just gotta get that other side of the trees after this. So I can get a miss a little bit on the way over. Oh yeah, this Samurai's Call? Yeah. Saccharide is any of the class of sugars whose molecules contain two monosaccharide residues. Okay, so that's what the di would be, right? So that means two. That's two. Yep, like dihydrogen monoxide. It's in the water. Look out! Look out for the dihydrogen monoxide. Like, no joke, had some family members post that kind of stuff on Facebook when that thing was going around. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, I think I need to start from the other side. Look at these beautiful lines. That's my dad, who's in management, but he used to be a lab chemist for inks. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. So are inks for like printing or for like, I guess, writing? Pen inks? Maybe all of the above? No, so I spoke to my husband about Smegma, and he said, I'm officially one of the guys here. That's so funny. Oh, that's funny. That's how you get inducted into the guy group. Gotta learn what smeg is. Even though I doubt any of us have probably really experienced it that much before. Everyone who died before 1898 consumed dihydrogen monoxide. Yeah, right. Dude, they consumed it and they died. Do you want to die? That's so funny. Industrial inkjet printing is an evil word. Well, that's pretty cool. Industrial is probably like even more interesting, I bet. Industrial printing. I can see how people could get into that as a job because it's just cool the way that stuff works. I mean, a lot of it's like it's automated compared to how a lot of printing used to be. But like, you know, like with printing like t-shirts even, I know we're kind of going to a different area with that, but just watching the process of like the screening process and stuff is so cool. Seems like a satisfying thing to do. If you don't drink it, you'll see the face of God even sooner. You're fucked either way. That's so silly. It's funny that people fall for it, you know? Like, they're not even like thinking about what they're hearing, you know? They obviously know nothing about chemistry, and yet they're trying to like warn everybody that there's chemicals in the water. There's some scary word that I don't know what it is. It's like, well, maybe look it up first. That's why I only drink liquor. There you go. Sterile. He says that now the next specialization to hop into is inkjet for 3D printers. Oh, there you go. Inkjet for 3D printers. That's pretty interesting. I know there's a lot of interesting stuff as far as like ways to use multiple colors in your 3D prints. There's this one device you can get that like you feed in all your different colored rolls of filament, and then it like splices them together at the right length and as it's printing, so that by the time it prints that color, you know, it's the right color or whatever, which is really cool. Pretty fascinating thing to do, I think. And it helps save on plastic, because when you print in two different materials, most of the time you have to have like this wiper block that you have to, that it has to also print. So it makes this big like block of plastic that's just like a waste of plastic because it's trying to wipe off one color before it can go to the next color and stuff. .3D printers are awesome. I need to get mine going again. Just gotta unclog it. Wouldn't actually even take that long. It's just that lazy, dude. Go around in a circle and then continue forth. So we never got a an explanation from Luke. That's unfortunate. Sorry, Luke, if you're still here, man. We're down to be friends with you, bro. We just want to know what the joke is so we can laugh. Gay frog. It's making the freaking frogs gay. Have you guys ever watched Miles Power on YouTube? He's got some pretty interesting, he's like a debunker guy. He likes to debunk like conspiracies and stuff, and he does one on like a multi-part series on the whole gay frog thing to kind of show you like why someone could be tricked into believing it, and then why it wasn't true, and how it was someone like lying. Like way before it even got to Alex Jones. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy. Across the pond as well. I don't know if he's from Ireland or the UK. I think he's the UK. Now it shows voice. They're putting chemicals in the water. Yeah, exactly. He's so like, it would be so much funnier if he wasn't so dangerous. You know what I mean, Alex Jones? Like, because it is funny. It's so funny to see him, but like, it's just so sad because there's people out there that just buy everything, hook, line, and sinker, dude. One chemist wants me to enable a pharmacology 3D printer to create interesting substances at home. Huh. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cool stuff that you can do. Like, they're even like looking at like 3D printing organs and stuff or whatever. I'm sure it's probably a lot different than just your standard FDM 3D printer. But you can do a lot of interesting materials just with a regular 3D printer, though. You just need like a special nozzle, and perhaps you like have some requirements of some of the features you need, like a heated bed or something like that. But you can print with like material that has metal in it and wood and stuff, and get like all these nice finishes and stuff. It's pretty cool. They even have like conductive 3D printing filament, so you can have like in your 3D print a cable that's like printed into the print. So then you could like put a battery on this side of the print and a light on this side, and it just already has the cable printed inside of it. So then you don't have to do any wiring after the fact. Fucking cool, dude. You can decide what an interesting world would it be if you could 3D print stuff like diabetic medicine at home. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that'd be like what we're talking about there is Star Trek level. What are they called? What do they call those things? Things that make all their food and stuff? Fuck, I don't remember. Earl Grey hot. But yeah, like a basically a pre 3D printed thing. Fabricator? Is it the fabricator? No, that doesn't sound right, but it has been long enough that I probably would have forgot or something else. Something like that, for sure. It's been too long since I've seen Star Trek. Maybe I need to rewatch all of it. All of it. I need to watch Discovery second season. I've only seen the first season of Discovery, and I actually liked it. It was a lot better than Enterprise was, I thought. Enterprise was a huge letdown, because it was a really cool era to set a series in, but fuck. Too bad Big Pharma will never let it be free, right? Yeah. We're gonna have to take down Big Pharma in order for that to happen first, right? Yeah, that shit's dangerous as hell, yeah. We're like season 5 of... We're in like season 5 of Star Trek. Oh, are you watching it right now, Spliggers? Is that what you mean? Like that you're in season 5? And which series? If so, curious. I love Star Trek, dude. It's been a long time since I went through it all, but I love it. My favorite series was the original series, to be honest. Like, not that Next Generation isn't like right up there, you know. But like Spock, Kirk, and Bones, dude, are a fucking great trio, dude. Fan-fucking-tastic. I even read some of the extended lore in the books a little bit about them. Some other missions that they went on and stuff. It's like, man, fucking good group of dudes. Nice dynamic. Bones being kind of xenophobic. Spock kind of just also being xenophobic against humans a little bit. At least against our culture. And they learn to love each other like brothers. Kirk's like, stop it. We have to work together. Replicator, I was close. Yeah, there you go, Replicator. That sounds right. I'll bring the guillotine. Oh, it's for the Big Pharma? Yeah, it'd be unfortunate if it had to come to something like that, wouldn't it? Let's hope that we can do everything peacefully as much as possible. And speaking of Star Trek, Purple should be in here. I know she's a huge fan of Star Trek. So she'd love to join in on a conversation about that. Hey man, we're already living through a bunch of major historical events. Who knows what's on the bingo card? Yeah, I hear ya. Who knows, dude? Guess I just like to try to be as optimistic as possible. Change can happen, hopefully without bloodshed, but we'll see. Even when there is bloodshed, it doesn't even change, though. I mean, not to get all down or whatever. Just thinking about like mass shootings and stuff and how the gun laws don't change. Worried Pepe face. Yeah, we got the, I guess I should start reminding you, we got a new animated emote in Better TTV if you guys have it. If you guys ever want to use it, it's DD Cringe with the capital C. You can see Dappy in a moment for that as well. I think maybe I should have an on-screen ad for the emotes that are in Better TTV, I'm not sure. Don't like to have too many things going on, you know? But I know it's easy to miss them down in the extension. Almost there. 97%. All right, one more swipe after this. Glad the January 6th protest, the follow-up one that just occurred, was relatively peaceful. Oh yeah, for sure. And I think it was kind of small too. I read a little bit about it, but I didn't finish the article. To be fair, it was about the size of a local AA meeting. Yeah, there you go. A coincidence? I think not. That's pretty funny. Yeah, maybe not a coincidence, dude. They were all together anyways after the meeting, right, Ty? Yeah, I heard that there was, I guess not to get too political, but there was a big rally that some people on the right were throwing. It was like a Trump rally thing or whatever recently, and they expected to have like 10,000 people there, but there wasn't even 1,000 people, I think. In fact, there was like maybe close to 500 people. It was like not very many people at all. Yeah, keep themselves busy so they don't relapse. Yeah. Like, well, we could go to the bar, guys, or we could go to this protest. Where we're going? It's like, I think we need to go to the protest, Carl. I think we'll be better off. You're right. My wife is about to leave me. Damn it, Carl. When you want us all to relapse. My kids will barely answer my phone call. My dad's name is Carl. That's funny. Oh, yeah, they probably thought of Carl because Workaholics. He's like one of my favorite characters. He's that guy in the van. Their little drug dealer friend or whatever. Carl's hilarious. Have a check. A little bit more right here. 99.8. Cutting is not complete until we get all this, and booyah. We done. Let's go get the fucking turf tiger, dude. Now I can have Mia and Elliot do line jobs. Because I'll have the Skag, they can use the Patriot. Oh, look at all that money. I make my own money, honey. Some money there and some money there. 17,000, dude. All right, we're gonna expand. First thing we go, shop. And there she is. The Turf Tiger 2. She's got a 155 centimeter deck. That's a big old deck. She's a side discharge by default. It's a 0 turn. Fuel tank capacity 54.5 liters. Top speed 12 miles per hour. Weird that we were in liters and centimeters and then we went miles per hour. Don't know why. Engine 31 horsepower. That miles per hour thing is always gonna throw me. We're in the metric system until we go to that. That massive deck with powerful discharge. Yeah, this big old deck's got some side discharge. Thanks for that phrasing there, Papa. Any white booger sugar involved with those line jobs? That white booger sugar, that's funny. I never heard it quite put like that. Let's go for it. The Turf Tiger, baby. Accept. That's a big day. And attachments. Got the stripe kit, gotta get that. Ooh, what's this other thing? The clamshell grass catcher. Interesting. But I can't afford it? 0 available. What is... Why is that? Do I have to get to like a certain RP or something to unlock it? No, I don't want to buy another one. I want to equip it. There we go. Oh, so I can't get a mulch plate for it either, so it has to be side discharge. Interesting. Okay, so that's the first time I'm gonna have to deal with a side discharge. I can't just mulch plate it. Just order Outback and their mac and cheese. Oh, nice, there you go. I'm next level lazy, getting it delivered too. Hell yeah, sounds good. Lazy Sundays are the best Sundays. Agree, dude. With that bloomin' onion. I prefer brown booger sugar. It's got that rich taste, huh? Oh man, that bloomin' onion thing reminds me of something on Game Attack. They used to have a gag where Grayson hates bloomin' onions, as he's one of the streamers on there, and they would always like, every time someone would donate a certain amount, the guy who was running their like board would put his green screen into it, like as if he were sitting at Outback Steakhouse with a bloomin' onion, and he'd just sit there and be like, God damn it! That's so funny. Game Attack's a pretty good channel if you guys ever want to try to look for a a bigger channel to watch on Twitch. They're pretty good. Recommend them. Not great all the time, but most of the time. They're actually a huge inspiration for how I formatted my stream when I started streaming. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Boom! Little brother, big brother. Yeah, go! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Whoa! Oh no. Now we hire somebody. Get some applicants. Ooh, a professional. Let's try a professional and see what he does. Unable to hire Mohammed Green. You already employ the maximum number of employees allowed at your current reputation level. Oh, I need more rep now. Okay, so I can't hire somebody else, but in order to get more rep, I can put advertisements out. So that's almost all the money I have, but that's probably not that big of a deal to just give it all onto this, because it'll give me 105 rep per day and it'll last 20 days. So that's probably pretty good. Go ahead and invest in that in my future. And oh no, maybe I should keep some money in case I have to pay them. I don't know what would happen if I didn't have enough money when it comes time to pay them. We'll stick with the 500 one for now. For 5 days, 140. Do a short-term one, get some money, then do a long-term one. Okay, cool. At least I get to try out my new turf tagger and a side discharge. That's going to be interesting to try to deal with. Spurgis knows what's up. I used to work there just for the discount. Yeah, there you go. Just for the discount. That's awesome. That's kind of how I worked at Best Buy. I feel like the biggest reason why I was working at Best Buy was for the discount. They had a sweet discount, and then while I was working there, they like changed it and like basically took it away. And I was like, fuck you guys. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Yeah, that's the two mowers. Exactly, dude. Same energy. Need more street cred to give more employees. W1099, yep. Apparently, I don't know exactly how that works, but because we get plenty of jobs that we can't cover, so I could totally have another employee. Come on, I can afford them. Pretty sure that's the correct form. Oh, it was a discount. Oh, at Best Buy, it was you got everything at factory cost or whatever. Like all of the upcharge was completely taken away, so you just had to pay for like to replace the item from the warehouse. Which meant that, well, honestly, like TVs and stuff, like all the big stuff you might immediately think of, it isn't at all expensive because they don't make like hardly any of their money on TVs or game consoles or computers. It's all on the accessories, baby. That's why they try to push them on you so much, because there's like not very much markup on the TVs to try to keep them as competitive as possible. So I would get like a $50 HDMI cable for like $5. It's like seriously that much markup on those things. But they have the best cables there though. So I mean, like going on Amazon and buying a $5 cable is not the same as me getting a monster cable that's $5, because it would be like the nicest HDMI that has all the coding on it. They can like handle the most bit rate and stuff. But yeah, it was just really cool to get this up super cheap. I definitely tried to make sure I had plenty of cables and stuff before I left. A couple of cheap ones, just pickups or something. Just a couple small lawns, and then this big old boy again. I guess we need a big boy again with this new turf tiger. Get us like a side-by-side of how much faster it'll be. So I'll go ahead and send Mia here. And go here with the old turf tiger. Oh yeah, this is one that takes the stripes too, so cool. Now I can let her do that. And then we can send Elliot on the Tornado, because he has selected has a deck with above the recommended range for this contract. Oh, okay. Well, then if it's, I'll give him something that's actually in the recommended range, so he doesn't cock it up. Oh, get that big old deck. The deck with its recommended range. I'm sure it's fine. They tell me that with my stuff all the time, but I make it work. And here we go. Let's try out this new baby. I know Games Workshop, the place that makes Warhammer models, used to give like 60% off models until some dummies got caught selling the models on eBay. Oh god, that's so annoying, dude. How annoying. You know, I bet the same thing happened at Best Buy then. It might have, who knows, but I think it was that we weren't hitting the margins that we wanted to, because Best Buy also, before I had worked there, used to do a lot of profit sharing. So like your paycheck would be bigger because they were like kind of a cool company at one point, and they would give a lot of the extra profit back to the employees. And it sounded badass, but I never fucking got it. All I got was my fucking discount taken away, because apparently we weren't making enough money, because it was like right when Amazon started becoming like really big. And so you could definitely feel it. Also, like video games becoming digital too was ramping up. So I think Best Buy just wasn't making as much money anymore, and that's probably the primary reason, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, Florgus, to be honest. A lot of weird stuff happening. But one thing that was cool too is that even for like the super expensive stuff, you could order it straight from the manufacturer too. So there was like these really nice pair of headphones I got my brother one year for his birthday or Christmas, and I got them for like a fraction of the price, which is really cool. They're all like gold plated stuff too, like THX certified or whatever. It's not a bad discount. At Outback, I got one meal at 50% off for every shift. Helped when I was broke college student. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. It's great. Recommend deck size, gang. I don't care what you recommend for deck size. I'll make it fit. Objects, you're killing me. Fucking pick up your yard before the mower man comes. The lawnmower man. It'd be kind of funny if this game had VR because of the like parallels to the movie Lawnmower Man. It'd be funny if they had a Lawnmower Man mod that brought VR to it or something. I would totally play this game in VR. I feel like it would totally work too. I mean, instead of running around at this point, you just kind of teleport around looking for trash. And maybe actually pick it up and stuff. Or maybe they give you like a little trash pokey stick and you just stab the trash. Put it in your little bag. Two more objects. One more object. Every time at this stage, I'm always afraid I'm gonna like walk past it and not realize it. So just like the worst part of the game. Oh, sweet, it's right there by the entrance. Hell yeah, how'd I miss that? Here we go. Height we're going for is between 7 and 8 centimeters. There we go. Gotta look at this baby. Monster. Alright, let's try the side discharge out, see how that works. It mentioned you want to do more VR, maybe select 1 day a month for on-stream VR. I mean, maybe so, because I don't want to like force myself to play VR games that I don't want to play just because I need VR content. But I definitely, what I need to do, I think, is just consider VR more. There's just so many other games coming out, you know, that aren't VR that I want to get to. You know, I think that's what it is. I just need to find a VR game that pumps me up enough that I want to do it on stream, I think. Look at that. We're shooting all that shit off the side, baby. All into your flowers. Hope you don't mind. Just fertilizing them or something. But we are going to be doing some VR pretty soon. Here comes Spooky Month. We got some stuff. Stay tuned. There you had to be excited about it. Yeah, exactly. Because it's not, I don't want to like force myself to play a game or whatever. I don't think we have as much fun if I do that, you know? But yeah, if there's any VR games though that you think would be cool, if anybody like ever hears about any, definitely throw them in that Stream Ideas channel, because that's going to be an easier way for me to make sure I can consider VR games, you know. I know Papa's going to be playing that Psychonauts VR game fairly soon. That'd be cool. Have you played Half-Life Alyx and the Thrill of the Fight? Truly top tier. I haven't played the Thrill of the Fight. I've seen it before, and I have not played Half-Life Alyx either. But Vince did on the channel. That's one reason why I would hesitate to play it again. But I mean, I really want to play it. I just don't have the what do they call them? The index controllers, which I really want them. But at this point, I'm like, not sure if I want to wait for the next VR thing to come out, maybe? I should have went the other way so I didn't shoot all this grass over into this area. Oh well. Oh, I don't even have my roller down either. Might as well put that down. Grass clippings and clean them before the... Oh, okay. So yeah, I should have gone the other direction, shouldn't I have? Let's go ahead and pick these up. Used to doing it the other way. Okay, we'll go ahead and just turn that off. Real quick, drive all the way to the side and just start going from the other angle. It's doing this the wrong way. This thing can go pretty quick. She's swift. Posted Thrill the Fight. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's quite a few fighting games. It seems like the boxing and fighting games have gotten pretty popular on VR, and which I can imagine makes sense because you're like standing in one place fighting is probably one of the easier things to keep immersed with, you know. Because when you have to like teleport, it's cool and you can still stay immersed, but it's not as real as like just walking around a small area doing something that doesn't require you to like go a far distance or whatever, you know. Always keep an eye out if I see something that seems Domm worthy. I appreciate it, fella. You've always been good about making suggestions. Quite a few games you play have been from your suggestions specifically. I believe Cambridge University tracked the calories burned in all the VR games. Thrill the Fight had the equivalence of Olympic rowing in calories burned per minute. Oh, really? I would expect Beat Saber to be up there as well. Beat Saber, I fucking go so hard in Beat Saber, I've hurt myself. Yeah, VR tech is still so enthusiast level, right? Like that, and the fact that no one really knows when to enter the market. Yeah, there's a lot of people who aren't making content that might otherwise do it. So I thought it was really cool when they made Fallout 4 in VR, even though it didn't really turn out that great, like same with Skyrim. Like it's really not all that fun in VR because they weren't like ported enough into VR. There was just like, I don't know, it was like a shitty port, you know? It wasn't designed for VR. But it was just cool to see those big companies trying it, you know? And I really hoped that they would have seen success and a reason to continue trying. I think if they made a Fallout game that was designed for VR, it could be good. Not that I want them to do that instead of making another Fallout game, to be honest. I don't know. 76 was such a disappointment. I kind of wanted to just make another Fallout game that's not special like that. Before they try maybe something like that. But you know, it's just cool to see bigger studios trying stuff out. At least a bigger studio. Or like Star Wars Squadrons is pretty cool. It was hard for me to get into as a game in general, but the VR part of it was pretty cool. I can't wait until we have something where we can walk around and stuff in VR easier and more realistically. I think that'll be really cool. Is this anymore? Yeah, it is. I haven't been watching, but just listening to audio for a bit, it looks like a bigger stack. Yeah, this is the Turf Tiger 2. It's the one I've been hoping for. We just had to do that one lawn that we had to mow, and then we got it. So this is my my goal machine here. I could stop playing the game at this point and be happy because I have my Turf Tiger. Should I start the next line right here? I guess I might as well. This one's a side discharge too, Stella, so that's something new that we're dealing with. Turf Tiger 2, pure testosterone. That's right, baby. She got some big old truck nuts on the back. You know, I remember when I was first looking into VR and stuff and some of the locomotive solutions and stuff, it's pretty cool what they've come up with. One that I thought was the most fascinating, but is just like it doesn't work for everybody, and like most games don't even take advantage of it, is there's this method that they found that was pretty interesting, where if you have a big enough space, the game can basically slightly turn your perspective, so much that you don't know, so little that you don't notice it, and it can make you walk in a circle and you don't even know it. But you have to have like a big enough area for it to do that in. And I just thought that was really cool. So it's like you feel like you've walked forward because like the game's like convinced you that you have, but really you've just walked in a circle in a big area. And it's just like, that's pretty cool. I'm sure it wouldn't work for all games, but pretty interesting, I thought. Very interesting solution to have gone after. There's one game that uses something similar to that, and I've never been able to play it because my play space isn't big enough. It's the only game I've really actually tried to play where it required a big enough play space too. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like all about like crawling through these vents and stuff and popping up in different places. So this was the one that you had growing up, like exact model or close enough? Close enough. It's the exact model as if it's, as in it's the Turf Tiger 2. Or that it's the Turf Tiger, I guess. We may have had just the one. But the only thing that was different about mine is we didn't have the roll bar in the back. Either that or my dad just didn't ever install it. I'm not sure. But I know ours didn't have that roll bar. But other than that, it looks exactly like ours did. Or I think our side discharge thing wasn't plastic, and the black thing on the side there that says Skag popping out the side. Ours was metal and orange. But yeah, pretty much the exact same one. So beefy. Has like the tiger stripes on the back, fenders and stuff. She's a beaut. So yeah, I guess for the game, now we're gonna just try to get the best, the highest level motor that I think lets us do other stuff. Or really at this point, I think I just want to experience all the mechanics. And so that'll be my next big thing that I'm looking to do in this game. So we've already experienced, you know, some of the lines or whatever, the line levels, which is pretty cool. We got to do some more of those. But there's also some other attachments that seem interesting as well. So I want to make sure that we can get to the point where the game requires us to use those, so we can experience that. And there's one that was this giant, like, tank. I'm getting some ghosting. That's weird. I've not noticed that until just now. Go ahead and aim it. That looks pretty good. Pretty close to the side, and we get a nice straight cut. Don't like the word discharge there, Splurgus. Is it kind of like moist to you at this point? Some people really don't like the word moist. Never been bothered by words myself. I think it's more funny, like anytime I associate a word to mean a different thing than whatever someone's saying. Guessing today is a controller play day because I don't see your wrist moving. Yeah, it is. Are you still having that issue where it accelerated jumpy? I don't know because I haven't played it with wheel in so long. The reason why I'm playing with controllers because my shoulder is still sore. I'm not sure why it would still be sore at this point, but I'm gonna mention it to my doctor on Wednesday. So we'll see. Because I don't understand why it would be sore this long. I don't even know what I did to my shoulder to make it sore in the first place. So I don't know. Just trying not to worry about it too much, I guess. I'm hoping it just is just healing up, you know, because it's like it doesn't hurt as bad as it did like a week ago. But the fact that it just still hurts, it's like, what am I doing? Like I'm trying to give it a rest every day and not do anything weird with it. I try not to sleep with my arm under my head when I, you know, under my pillow or whatever. I mean, it's feeling okay right now, but this morning it was smarting pretty bad. But for the most part, I feel pretty good today, especially after the podcast started. I mean, I took some Excedrin earlier, and that's probably a big part of it. But like for the whole podcast, I felt totally fine, which is great. I felt like it was sort of like that thing to call back with Splurgus talking about the dopamine and concentration. It was just like, yeah, hanging out, talking with the guys really helps give me a good mood, and it helps me concentrate, and I don't end up thinking about the pain as much. Same thing with being here on stream with you guys, to be honest. The stream is probably the best pain reliever I have because it makes me not think about it, because I get to sit here and just talk with you guys. If it's on the right trajectory, albeit taking long as fuck, it's probably okay. Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to just talk to my doctor about it and maybe even go see a physical therapist just to have them like check to make sure that I am on the right trajectory or whatever. You know, because the physical therapist, I just like to know, like, if I'm hurting here and this is weak, like, what are the exercises that you would suggest? Because I'm just like trying to do my own research and stuff, you know, but they've probably gone to school for it, so I should just go ahead and use my health insurance that I pay for and try to get myself checked out. Yeah, last time I went to physical therapy, I didn't see a doctor beforehand, so I had to pay for more of it, I guess, because if I'm not suggested to go to physical therapy, I don't get as much of it covered or something. So yeah, that's why I'm taking the path of going through a doctor this time, so to see what they say. And plus I can get it checked out in case there's anything that's not muscle related that could be causing it, but I'm pretty sure it's my muscles. The pain feels too much like muscle pain. Hope it heals quickly. I'm glad it has improved at least. Yeah, me too. Every day I feel a little bit better. I'm happier for sure. I know that sometimes I keep getting the side flank pain still, just because I keep working on like the stepper machine I've gotten. I keep trying to do, you know, like maybe like 100 steps a day. I've given a rest over the weekend, but that definitely keeps my glutes a little bit sore. But eventually they'll be able to take 100 steps a day and not sweat. Then I can move up to maybe 150 steps. I can definitely feel that like the base of my back and my waist is like is getting stronger, so I feel like that part is definitely good. It's the shoulder part that honestly for me that's like weird. I don't know what I do with my shoulder. I haven't got to do many back workouts recently that I wanted to do because I'm just trying to let my shoulder heal. I don't want to fuck it up even more, you know. What about when you work and the ergonomics? Do you reach for something? Do you reach for something constantly that could be aggravating it? No, not really. Because I think about it a lot of work, because work is like the worst time for it, because I don't like work. You know what I mean? Work's work. So anytime I'm working, it's like the hardest thing to concentrate on when I have pain, because it's like I don't want to concentrate on it because I'm already like irritated that the code that I'm working with is so like not efficient, and it could be so much better, but it would take me so much longer to fix it, and I just need to get it run like in a week because I'm doing like the job of actually running the code now because we're still down a guy. It can get so frustrating because I'm just constantly thinking about the pain, and then if I'm trying to think about something else, it's about something that's also irritating to me, so I'm just like So I feel like I haven't been as efficient at work in a while, but at least just trying to get it done, you know. that helps to compare. After I stumbled with 100 pounds of dumbbells for squats that I had piss poor form on. Oh no. It took like 3 months for me to go back to normal, so in the long term, I'm sure it'll be okay. But yeah, doctor helps peace of mind. Yeah, it's definitely for the peace of mind, dude. 100%. Like that's because I just get like anxious about it sometimes too, and like anxious that maybe something else is happening and it's not muscle related or something, you know. Especially when my abs are sore because I'm not used to that because I never did ab workouts and my abs are really weak. You know. It's like, hey, I got organs right there too. Is there something wrong? You know what I mean? So I just need that peace of mind of a doctor being like, no, you're good. You're just healing. And this is like, okay, cool. You know. Dude, please watch the video I posted in videos for concentration. There was one method of self-focus pretty dramatically for those even without ADHD. Oh, really? Yeah, I definitely will, man. I still need to check out that glycerin stuff too. If I'm remembering right, that's what it was. Or glycine or something like that. Should have done that yesterday, but yesterday I was very tired and I was a little more sore yesterday. They've had shin splints for months and they just won't go away, right? I hate stuff like that. And maybe there's another muscle that you just need to be working out, Ty, that would help the shin splints. I mean, I don't know anything about it, you know. For me, that's like it was weird because you get like deferred pain, is at least how it happened to me when I first started this journey. I thought I had carpal tunnel because my arms were like burning, and it turns out that there was nothing wrong with my arms, there was everything wrong with my back. And so all I had to do was exercise my back in the right ways in the right spots, and then the burning in my arms went away, and it was just like pretty incredible because I never would have thought that, like specifically, you know. Visualizing your core being worked out is important for almost all exercises. Even for like shoulders, delts, and quads. Oh, just like focusing on your core, like using your core. Is that kind of what you mean? Just thinking about it so that you're engaging your abs or whatever, so that whatever you're doing, your workout, the abs are doing their part too. Is that kind of what you mean? Because I feel like my physical therapist talked about that kind of stuff a lot too. So what my PT guy told me to do. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, my physical therapist said similar stuff for sure. Because you don't want to let, and that's why form's super important, because you don't want to let the wrong muscle do the job. And so if you might just be doing one slight difference, like, oh, instead of turning my head, I'm just going to leave my head straight or something. It's like, no. If this one tells you to turn your head, you need to, because it's going to make the right muscle activate. You can't like shortcut stuff because you're just going to end up working the wrong muscle. Yeah, visualizing as a real muscle, even if it's the shoulder, it makes your body more stable and less prone to accidents and more balanced in the long term. Exactly, because that's been my biggest problem, my core. And like I remember I used to have this feeling every once in a while of like I was off balance or something. I remember telling one of my doctors that a long time ago, where I feel like I'm just wobbly sometimes, and it makes me really anxious. And I thought it was just anxiety, but I think it was my core is so weak that I was kind of feeling a little off balance sometimes. Because I've noticed now that I'm strengthening my core and stuff, that it's that kind of thing's going away, which is great because it helps my state of mind. Exactly. Yeah, I've twisted and sprained the same ankle multiple times so badly that I have permanent numbness in my pinky toe. No. And then one next to it. To determine I had numbness, which I already knew, the neurologist performed a EMG. So fucking painful. Oh, really? Usually they stab you with needles and electrocute you to measure your pain response. Hurt so bad I cried. Oh my god. That sounds horrible. I think you're on the right track, Domm. I hope so, man. I'm just so fucking tired of being sore, dude. I just have to keep my attitude up, you know. I remember I was in a dark place when I first started like physical therapy, because like I'd gone to like a couple doctors before and they just didn't ask me the right questions to figure out what was wrong. I kept thinking I just had tendonitis and I just need to just like wait it out. I'm like, dude, you have no idea. It's been months, dude. And then finally my physical therapist like asked me the right questions, and she, you know, like she pushed on certain muscles. She's like, okay, you're just weak here, here, and here, and this is why, and this is how you can tell, and this is what you need to do. And she was right. She was right. And all those fucking doctors who charge me hundreds of dollars didn't fucking do shit. I was so pissed at them. If it's not the migraines, it's this dude Stella's a warrior. Hell yeah, she is. Stay strong, Stella. I'm sorry you had to go through that. That sounds horrible. I'm glad I was a cautious teenager because I feel like if I wasn't, I would have had a lot more like sprains and stuff. I sprained my ankle once after in a four-wheeler accident. Could have been worse, so I'm glad it was just a sprain. But I have some friends who got some pretty bad injuries because they were skateboarding and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I got my longboard. I'll just cruise around the parking lot. You guys can go off the fucking half pipe or whatever, you know? Of course, I didn't have my longboard back then. I just didn't go to the skate park. Sounded way too dangerous for me. Hell, I bet my core was weak back then too, so that probably would have actually helped if I did, though. This guy is singing his heart out. I like this song. Holding that note. My mama in training, gotta be strong. Yeah, there you go. Gotta be strong for the babies. Oh my gosh, yeah, this big old deck is going so much faster. We're at 41%, 20 minutes in. Fuck yes. Your B spray painting model sounds good, man. And that base coat on, or priming, I guess, at the turn. There you go. Yeah, get the primer on there. Hell yeah. Get him ready to take that pigment. Bebes. Station is very cool, Spurgers. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know if I've commented on that yet, but yeah, I like all the pictures that you shared, dude. Definitely keep that coming. I like seeing people do stuff like that because it's like, it'd be so cool to do that myself, but it's just like, there's no way I'd have any time to do that, so it's cool to live vicariously through you guys when you're doing that stuff. Like Ty in your Minecraft farms and stuff. It'd be cool if one day I could get enough time to try to figure that stuff out too, but it's like, until then, it's cool to be able to watch you do it and see what you come up with and stuff, you know? It is so nice having a much bigger deck. I think the lines look nicer too. I guess because there's fewer of the lines because it's so much wider, it's easier to keep them straight. Less chances for wobble. Big deck privilege. Hell yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? I'm kind of curious, guys. I don't know if anybody could do a little bit of research for me really quick, but I'm just curious about how many people on Twitch are watching this game right now. And maybe even an estimate of how many people might be like streaming it too. I'm just curious. Such a fun game to stream and stuff. And I know we like it a lot, so I can only imagine other people are liking it a lot. It's not that I'm worried about view counts or anything. I'm just curious. 15 viewers? Oh, really? That's funny. And we are at least 5 of them, right? That's what it shows me right now. We got 5 people. So we got a third of the viewers in the category? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I must be towards the top. Seems like sometimes I get so many randos in here sometimes. It's cool. You are the second highest right now? Hell yeah. So like, they have the rest of the viewers that are in the other person streaming it. So it's happening. I always think it's interesting to look on Twitch because it's just interesting how like one person streaming a game can bring the game all the way up into like a very high category because one person who has 30,000 viewers happens to be playing some obscure game, and so now it's like on top. You know? The highest is 7. Oh, okay, we're close. We had 7 earlier, so we may have been the highest at one point. I wonder if that's why we end up getting a lot of people with Lawn Mowing Simulator. Like, a lot of randos coming in, like Luke earlier. Unfortunately, didn't get to explain his joke. So one of my theories is one of the ways that you can get more viewers is to be at the top of a category. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be the most, like, the coolest game at all, you know, or the newest game. It just has to be a game where you're one of the people at the top. Collisions. Nice and easy now. Watch out, that big old deck. You know, now that I think about it, I think it has, like, gotten better. The whole jumping and sticking the throttle. I don't think I've actually experienced that at all. They maybe have improved it. So I'm not going to hold my breath for the accelerator pedal on my wheel, but I'm not so sure Luke was well-intentioned with his joke. Yeah, me either, Lemur. I just wanted to try to understand what the fuck he was saying. Well, if he was trying to be a troll, he failed at that too, I think. Either that or a translating error. Yeah, maybe. Whatever he was trying to do, unfortunately, he failed at it. So I guess I can hope he was trying to troll me just so I don't have to think of it as a lost chance at being a friend or whatever. Maybe they fixed that bug. Much smoother ride. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they did some sort of update to it. I don't keep up with the patch notes or anything. I just kind of go with the flow. Haven't had much time outside of streams and work to really do much with looking at settings and stuff and try to improve it. So I'm glad that they might be doing their part. Helps me out. Yeah, every time I hear this Hades music, it makes me want to play Hades again. I haven't quite beaten it. I've defeated Hades a few times in the game, but you have to keep finishing the game to get the whole story, because that's what's really cool about it, is like even once you get to the end and defeat Hades, like you have a reason once you get to the very end to keep going. Like you see yourself to your goal, but you don't get the full picture yet. So for story's sake, you need to keep defeating Hades. It's like the only way you can talk to your dad is by defeating him, or else he doesn't like listen to you because he thinks you're a sub brat. Zagreus. What a fucking cool game. I'd like to stream that one sometime, but I don't know, there's just so many other new games to play. So we have discussed some ideas to have for cooking and baking streams, and I fully support you. However, would you still like me to send you some dessert recipes to try for yourself? I recently compiled my faves, and they're yours if you want them. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't have to necessarily be for streams, right? And how exotic are the ingredients on these recipes? So I'm just curious. I don't mind going out and getting stuff I don't have, but it's nice to be able to have some more basic stuff to start on for me, because I didn't go to culinary school, let's say. Still figuring out some of the base mechanics and stuff. Like dough is still like a thing that I'm working on getting better at creating. My last attempt at like biscuits was actually pretty damn good compared to the first attempt. So I'm getting there. Some people on YouTube just make it look real easy. And I get confused halfway through because I'm like, I think they skipped over this part. My hands are covered in fucking dough. Please make creme brulee so I can cry because I don't have creme brulee. I don't think I've ever had creme brulee. Is that the one where they torch the top of it? Almost like a custard thing in a cup that's like burnt on top or whatever. varying difficulty and equipment. I can start with some basic ones. And Ty, I knew you were a good human. Creme brulee is one of my absolute faves. Nice, there you go. Never had it myself. I'd be down to try it out if it's something I could do with my skills. Yeah, I would definitely like to start with some easier ones or whatever. Maybe fewer ingredients to worry about and then kind of increase the difficulty as we go. Definitely going to be doing that cookie stream eventually. Honestly, the streaming room is looking pretty good. There's some things I still need to do in there, but just kind of waiting for this whole shoulder thing to pass before I lift some heavy stuff in there. I have like an old mattress I need to get out of there. I used to let my cat like play on. Takes up a lot of space, so I just need to get it out of there. And then there's another heavy thing I need to move, because I've devised a setup to have the chat nice and big for myself. I really want to improve this setup so that it's very comfortable for me to do, so that I'm more incentivized to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they sugar the top of the custard and caramelize it with direct heat. Gotcha, that's what I thought. I'm sure I've seen it on the YouTubes, but I've never had it. Glad I remembered it was custard too. I was more accurate on that than I anticipated. I need it. Like SpongeBob, I don't need it. I don't need it. when he's with Sandy, the first time he's in her dome, he's all dried up. I don't need it. I wonder if that could be like a funny combo I just thought about, because he says I don't need it a few times, and so maybe if we comboed it where you guys, the first few people who do the combo, he says I don't need it, and then like finally like the third person is SpongeBob screaming I need it. I haven't done a new combo in a while like that, except I don't even try to lie to myself and say I don't need it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, SpongeBob's definitely lying to himself. That was like some early SpongeBob too.
Remember, SpongeBob, when in doubt, pinky out.
Can you build that combo like yesterday? You like the idea of it? That should be pretty easy to do. I got a pretty good format for my combos now, I feel like. It's something I felt like I should put like a tutorial on YouTube for to help other people do stuff like that, but I just haven't. I can't be bothered, I guess. I got so much other stuff I'm trying to do. The one thing I worry about with like doing tutorial videos is the questions that you might get if it actually does get popular, and it's like shit, now I gotta like answer questions. Fuck. Just a piece of content. Yeah, technique. Now we are almost done with this already. 71%. Like it's just flying by. Yeah, it's only been 34 minutes too. For a second there I was like, am I just having a good time? Nope, it is flying by. Very good. So I think after this game, I'm probably gonna try Power Washing Simulator. Heard a lot of good stuff from a lot of people, specifically Bolin as well. He really likes that game. But is there any other simulators that you guys have heard of that you would like to see? Should I put it up for a vote? There's a few simulators that I'm definitely interested in. I've already played quite a bit of Snow Runners, and I really like that one. That's a good sim. A lot of fun. Flight Simulator is good. Yeah, Flight Simulator is probably not one I would do as a Simulation Sunday thing. Like I've said before, I think Flight Simulator would be like a special stream one. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's a little bit like Train Sim, where it's like almost like too much sim in a way. To be like a game that I want to like play, because it's not like I'm playing anything as much as I'm just kind of simming it more. Because this, I feel like I'm playing something more, you know? I don't know how to explain it. But I definitely do want to do a flight sim thing sometime. I know I say that every time, but I don't know that it would be a Simulation Sunday. I would want to make it a special event where I go a little bit above and beyond for you guys with that one. And I feel like I just need more time to get that stuff set up, you know? I've just been like doing so much for like Strange Planet and stuff, we're trying to get that stuff set up and everything. Down with my pain, sometimes I just want to take some time to just try to relax. But definitely it's going to be something in the future, I promise. At some point, we'll get some of these special streams going. But yeah, that's definitely what I'm interested in, because I just like flying in general. Especially if I can get my flight stick out. Fuck yeah. But it's gonna happen. I'm not very familiar with this sim. Yeah, I can't say I'm super familiar with them either. I just know some of the more popular ones or whatever. Or the ones that come out like on Game Pass, you know, I see them. Like Farming Sim, I think would be kind of a fun one to do. You know, I don't really know much about farming, so that could be like an interesting thing to explore. I think it's multiplayer too, so if other people wanted to join, they could, which is cool. Like Snow Runner is also multiplayer, which could be cool to do multiplayer, but it's just as good as single player. I love Snow Runner. I think it's a great sim. Where that one, if anybody's not familiar with Snow Runner, what you do in Snow Runner is you drive big old trucks and you like get metal beams from like the supply thing, and then you have to drive over like in the mud and do all these crazy things. Oh shit, that's some grass clippings. Well, it's okay, we'll come back. But yeah, so you gotta like winch yourself out of like mud and stuff. It's pretty cool. And if you drop all your stuff on the ground, you gotta get a tractor to come over and pick it up with the crane and stuff. It's cool. But I think Power Wash Sim seems like it would be the next one that would be more like this, you know? Because I think Snow Runner doesn't have the same sort of, I don't know, OCD-ness or whatever, a satisfyingness of, like that this does, you know? And I bet Power Washing Simulator would have that. You think of any possible way I can help you and the guys with Strange Planet? I will always help. I know it's different than the live stream with the Streamloots cards, but just offer to assist. Oh, I appreciate that. So, in fact, I had an idea today. Mentioned to the guys, but we didn't get too far with it. But like there was that last bullet point that you gave me, Stella, about that little blip that happens in the video. That's something that I didn't catch simply because I couldn't have been asked to watch the whole thing frame for frame again, you know. But you did. And you caught it, and if I would have like sent you the video first for you to like watch and then, you know, see if there's anything we could like cut out or something that fucked up, then you could tell me, I could do a final pass on it and then submit it. That could be something that we do. But that's just like the first thing I had thought of, because after you're like seeing all of your bullet points and stuff, it seems like you're really giving us a close eye to the quality and everything, and we appreciate that. And that could be a way of using that, your ability, your attention to detail to make sure that the finished product is always pristine, if you will. But we don't let stuff go by us. Because, yeah, you know, like after I'm in the podcast and I record the whole thing with the dudes, it's hard to expect myself to want to, oh shit, I didn't have the bar down for that. So, like, watch the whole thing again, you know what I mean? Like, anytime I do video projects, it's kind of like that, you know? That's why I like the documentaries are always so boring in college, is because you were shooting it and editing it. So you would hear the entire interview and you'd be there for the whole interview, and it was cool when we shot it, because, you know, like, you seeing it live, it's your first time you've seen the interview. And then when you go back to edit it, it's like 4 hours later and you heard this person say the same sentence 100 fucking times. And you're just like, oh my god, I don't care anymore. It's not interesting. That happened to me in college. See, it looks like the bar was down. Okay, maybe I did have the bar down. It looks like I did. Alright, let's clean up these grass patches real quick while we're here. I love this song. Like my favorite Katamari song, I think. It's a fun song too. If you read the lyrics translated, it's all about Katamari Damacy and stuff, and like doing what you're supposed to do in the game and stuff. It's like from the prince's perspective, I think. Pretty fun. Sounds like Ice Road Trucker Sim. Oh yeah, it'd probably be similar to that a little bit, but probably more like, because I think that one is like first person and stuff mostly, and it's more sim than Snow Runners is, because there's a lot of like not very believable stuff, I think, in SnowRunner 2. It's a little bit more fantasy in some ways. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know why, it's just so much fun. I watched Game Attack play it once. They all played it together, and I just made it look like it was so much fun. So I've played quite a bit of it already, but there's a lot more of it that I can play. At least I'd be past some of the boring beginning stuff for the first stream or something. Played a little bit with Lemur and Moth before too. I'd scratch my eyes out if I had to do that. No, yeah, watching the edit footage over and over again. Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's the only, like, that's the worst part about editing. It's nice if you're just the editor and you don't have to like be there for the production, because then it's like you get to see that stuff and then immediately start like being creative, you know? Like, oh yeah, then we can do that, and then we can do this or whatever. Ice Road Trucker Sim is a thing. Well, it's there's a trucker sim. Sorry, it's not Ice Road Trucker Sim, but there is like Euro Truck Simulator, I guess is what I was thinking, and I think they have icy conditions that you have to go with. So I guess that's what I thought you were talking about. I don't care enough about school to be willing to invest myself into that sort of thing. We totally continue to flag things with timestamps for precision. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think the best thing though is, I guess what I was suggesting a second ago, so is that if we could get your opinion before we actually release it, so that I'd have a chance to fix it. Because for example, this time I don't want to necessarily pull it down, fix that tiny little spot, and then put it back up. I'd rather just like live with it. But if we could get your eye on it before, you know, I don't know what our schedules are going to be like to like record though, so I don't know that we're gonna have enough time to do that. That's why I'm still a little hesitant to actually like formally ask you to do that. It's just something that popped in my mind today. But if you're interested in it, we can talk with the guys about it more. Because honestly, we still haven't like totally set a cadence for how we want the podcast to work. I'm a pretty firm believer of the 2-week cadence, as much as we can. Maybe even record a couple of them one weekend, just so that we have enough in the can, just in case, you know, somebody's got to go on vacation or they have something going on the weekend when we normally record, and that way we can be ahead of the game, so that we can have things like Stella taking a peek at it before we upload. Not that I don't care, I'm just really burnt out from being in school. Oh yeah, I bet, man. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. Do anything for long enough, I feel like it can happen. Especially with school, you know, it's like a specific type of thing. All these expectations and stuff, and deadlines galore. Work's been nice because I don't have too many deadlines, like especially with my engineering position. It's like we just want something that works. We don't really care how long it takes you to make it or whatever. So just write a test that we don't have to keep fucking with or whatever. And if it takes you a couple months to get it down that well, then that's fine. I've enjoyed that about my job. Yo, I got it. Sure, we can discuss offline, but I'm down. Okay, cool. Yeah, you'd be like the editor in like a writing sense, I guess. Because obviously I'm the editor, but you'd be like the head editor or lead editor or whatever that gives like the final say or whatever, reads the article, says like, oh, you need to do this or that or whatever. That sort of thing, but with video. yeah, I just don't want to put too much on your plate or anything, because that would probably be like a timeline type of thing, you know. I'd try to give you probably at least like a week or something. Hopefully if I get good enough at slapping the podcast together, I can do all the major edits real quick, and then have you do your look, and then have a week to apply everything that you found. Have it ready to premiere on that following Friday. And yeah, but sorry I didn't post the last podcast in the Discord. I still plan on doing that. I made a separate channel for it, and I just didn't get around to it. I think I made the channel like 3 in the morning too or something. That's when I thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, I never posted in Discord. We just kept talking about it on streams, and I just didn't even think about it. So, yeah, I'll try to make sure I get the podcast posted. I think that's one of the troubles of releasing it while we're live, is that I don't have the opportunity to make a Discord post about it. It's no excuse. It's just what happened. But I'm glad the other guys at least got in their Discord, they got it posted. Because we got quite a few views on it already, so I really appreciate you guys going and checking it out. That's like, I think that really means a lot to all of us. I think I can speak for all 3 of us when I say that we're blown away by the positive feedback we've gotten from so many of you guys about it. Because we sure have a blast making it. Certainly never thought I would have had a podcast that I was a part of that anybody wanted to listen to. I've always had a feeling that people don't care what I have to say, I guess. I have this weird, like, complex or something. I don't know. Remember when I first started working at Best Buy, it really helped me out with speaking with people and strangers and stuff, because like my supervisor would really help me work on the fact that I would talk really fast sometimes. And my explanation is just like, oh, I feel like people aren't interested in what I'm saying, so if I can finish saying what I'm trying to say faster, I can like appease them by shutting up or something, you know. Damn it. A little plastic thing really takes a lot of hits. We are almost done with this. This has gone by so fast. 47 minutes, hell yeah. See, I thought this would be a good gauge about how much this deck's gonna help. The speed. Yeah, I said my deck was too big, whatever. I told you I made it work. How many hours do I spend with you on streams? I'm here because I have fun and we are friends. So it cut off the bottom of yours on my chat window one sec. I don't know why it does that. It would mix it up. So I have fun and we are friends. I'm happy to donate 1 hour to edit. That's what he's playing. Yeah. Well, I'm really glad that you feel that way, Stella. That's also something I guess that blew me away with streaming at all. Is like, I guess I would have thought I would have had to gone a lot longer before I found somebody who cared to be a moderator for my stream. And but along came Stella and Papa. And if anybody else wants to be a mod, I'm not against modding some more people as well. Some of you guys that are here all the time. I just like to give the power to the people who would use it, you know. Also not abuse it, I guess. I can put that in there as well. I'm sure, Stella, if we ever got to the point where we could, we would totally pay you for your service. I know I really like the idea of being able to pay anybody who helps, even just like mods one day. Like, if you can guarantee me some of your time, then I can guarantee you some money for it. Especially since mods are really important for keeping communities, you know, positive and fun to be in. Mods are very important. I so blabbed during Phoenix Wright last week. Where's whatever? What is it that you blabbed? What was it that happened, Stella? Was there something that happened? I don't remember anything bad happening. I mean, if you're hiring and someone would be willing to train me on the intricate mechanisms of the stream, I'd be willing to be a junior mod. There's not really intricate mechanisms. We have a mod channel in the Discord, and I keep like a list of commands that I probably need to make sure are up to date again, that mods can use. But for the most part, we don't really have a whole lot of complicated stuff, to be honest. I try to keep things as simple as possible. At one point, I was complicating it. I remember when Vince was here, and we had all the different camera modes and stuff. I actually used to have it to where mods, nobody ever really got around to using it, but I had to where mods could even like switch what scene that I'm in if you wanted to go like to my view or Vince's view. And like I just forgot to switch views, then a mod would be able to just put a command in and it would switch to Vince's view or something like that. So I think it'd be cool to do some more advanced stuff like that in the future if anybody ever wanted to learn that stuff or, you know, talk about when to use it. But I don't have any of those commands in work. It's just P. But yeah, it's not too much to die. If you want to be a mod, I'll definitely mod you. I'll mod you right fucking now, dude, if that's what you're offering. My money, you can... by money, you mean candles. I'm down. Oh, so okay, got it. Cause like the candles with the logo and stuff. Is that what you mean? Candles like the candle stream. I posted the wrong action, like one ahead. Oh yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I remember you were trying to help me out with what to do next. Gotcha. I forgot about that, but that was totally fine. It wasn't that big a deal at all because I mean it was not your fault. It was the page you were on, right? Because it totally skipped over that step. So totally fine. It's super smooth because you figured it out on your own, but it still happened, right? Absolutely. But yeah, that's totally fine. Not a big deal. I don't think you have any blame there. I think you were just trying to help, and the page didn't actually have the information we were looking for. And I was happy that I got to figure that part out myself anyways. That was pretty satisfying. Like in that game, like I'm so happy that you guys help me out with it the way you do and just give me hints, but like it feels so good when you can figure it out yourself, you know? But sometimes it's just so weird how they decided to make it work or whatever, you know? You got plenty of time to give and I like being here, so sure. Okay, here it goes. I'll mod you right now, buddy. /mod. I think that's all I have to do, right? All right, it didn't say it failed or anything. Maybe say something in chat time. We'll see if you get the little sword. And then you can watch a mod view if you want. I don't know if any of you mods do that. So you're on mobile, right? I don't think they have mod view on mobile. I wonder if they do. I don't know. Never tried it. I'm armed. There you go. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I wish it would give you like a free sub or something too for being a mod. I feel like mods should deserve free subs or something. Oh, you know, I just noticed, Stella, you have the train next to your name. Hop train. I feel like we haven't had a hype train in a while, so that's awesome that you still have the conductor next to you. All right, 4,000. Probably still don't have enough RP to hire anybody, so let's just go ahead and fix everything up. I don't even think we... Oh yeah, we use this one, right? Oh yeah, there's one other thing I gotta mod you into. I gotta mod you in the Discord so that you have access to the break room, as I call it. We don't have a whole lot going on in there, but there's just some pinned stuff in the mod info, I think. Let's see, where are you at? Where are you? Bulls moderator. There you go. You've officially been modded in the Discord as well. So yeah, there is a Google Doc in there that has a list of a bunch of like Twitch built-in commands that you can use that I just have documented there, plus stream-specific ones like how to use the quote, adding a quote thing or whatever. Because yeah, that's like twice I think earlier you've been wanting to add quotes, Ty. So now you can. Yeah, Ty the mod. I wanted to sub for the longest to show support, but I don't have renewable income. Hey, it happens, man. It's totally fine. That's one reason why I wish I could just give you a free one, because you're the mod at least, you know? That would be cool. Because I don't want you to have to watch ads either, because I fucking hate ads, dude. I think it's bad enough that I put my own ads up like this one. Which, thanks everybody for buying the merch that you have, by the way. It's cool that I can go on there and actually like creep on you guys and see what everybody bought. It tells me like how many units I've sold, not who bought it, but just how many units I've sold of each one. I'm super excited to get some of those shirts in too, because did I fix this one? Yeah, I did. Because I think this shirt right here that I'm wearing right now is from Teespring, or I guess they're just calling themselves Spring now. They're rebranding. And this shirt is so nice. It's like a nice, stretchy, very breathable cotton, and it's so nice. So I'm hoping that some of the shirts I have this material, but getting a sample, so we'll find out. The merch is awesome though. I don't mind the ads for that. Right on. Ads just feel like there's such a minuscule part of like making money on Twitch. That's why it's just like, I don't even think it's worth it, man. You know, like, I don't think that the amount of money that I get from any one person watching an ad is worth their time that they had to spend watching that ad. The only ads I think I'd ever like you guys to watch on my stream are ads for my stream. You know what I mean? Or for Strange Planet, rather, is probably where, really, if I had any ads on stream, it would be for Strange Planet. And it would just be when I go like BRB or whatever. What was I doing? We were just gonna go for another. Well, should I go ahead and start another campaign? Because I got the money now. I got the funds. Let's go ahead and do this one. Printed media, local flyers, or social media. We're definitely doing printed media. Going the old school route. Putting that out in the yellow pages. Let's see here. Dutchman's Lookout. That looks pretty cool. I'm gonna do that one. That's a new one. So let's put Domm on that one. The old Turf Dagger. This looking has a deck above the recommended range for this contract. Do I want to risk it? Because it is an area that I haven't been to before, and this is a big deck. Fuck, let's try it. Let's get dangerous. Let's see. I'll go ahead and put Mia on the Orchard this time. Mia can get on the Patriots. These are, you know, low RP inland money. They're just not good ones to do. So then we'll do this one with Elliot. And he can have the tornado. Oh, he'll have the small one. There we go. Let's do it. I think in the context of a channel like yours, the 30 seconds is something I'm willing to sit through because I like who you are and what you do. It's not like pre-roll ads on a random YouTube channel for me. Gotcha, yeah. And I appreciate that sentiment for sure, absolutely. I guess I just hate ads, and so I don't want ads to be associated with my content. Maybe that's all. But I'm glad that you guys at least feel that way about it. Oh gosh, yeah, this is gonna be hard. Look at this. Oh, my big deck. How's it gonna fit, guys? All right, this is gonna be a trip. Oh man, I may have just screwed myself. Bring my big old deck here. It's gonna be hard to scan too. It's not very square. It's actually one of the reasons why I actually like this level, because it's not a square, and I think it's more fun to cut things that have interesting geometry, you know? For Bones BD, I gifted subs and not sub myself, because I prefer straight donation. Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah, having to give money to Twitch is not like a great feeling either. Like, if Twitch didn't have ads, I would feel different about that, I think. Oh, quite a bit different. Because Twitch keeps trying to push more and more ads on their content and stuff, too. And it's just, like, such a minuscule amount of money for what they're putting all of their viewers and their community through. Because it's like, you know, for me, I feel like your time is more valuable than the half of a hay penny that I get from you watching that ad. Because it's literally like so small, the amount of money that is generated. Because I mean, probably a good chunk of that goes to Twitch, but even then, that chunk is still so tiny, you know. I've always been a fan of building, you know, content or a channel or whatever that bases its profit off of, it's, you know, just like community engagement and stuff, and like putting that value in the product so that people want to like pay that value, and for every dollar you put in, you actually get something back for it, not just the ability to watch it in the first fucking place, you know. I guess ads are for like the casuals too, if anything. That's one thing I like about the sub situation here on Twitch. Because at least if you're sub, you don't have to see ads, and so that's great. So then at least the people who are here all the time who would probably want to be subbed, whether or not ads were related or not, or whatever. So then just the casuals can have the ads or whatever. But it is like, I don't know, there's definitely been a few times where I've like clicked on someone's stream and ads started playing and I'm like, I guess I'm not that interested, and then exited out. I'm definitely guilty of that, but you know how much I don't like ads. 3 out of 5. Fuck, where are these at? These commands are less intimidating than I imagine. Yeah, there you go. Not too bad, right? I think there's some more newer ones that I need to add as well that might be mod only. Sort of thing has happened to me with follower only chat. I've clicked away from that before because I want to know who I'm following first. Oh yeah, me too. I'm not a fan of, yeah, having to follow before you actually get to interact with the person or whatever. For me, follower only chats for like when you want to make sure that some rando doesn't come in and say something or whatever. And for some people, it could just be that they don't want harassers, because they might get harassers, you know, like it's unfortunate when you have like a marginalized group, you know, like an LGBTQ plus person who is streaming and they keep having people coming in and being like a fucking shithead or whatever. And I could understand that being a reason to do follower only mode. But yeah, I'm totally with you though. Like people who just have it casually or whatever, it's just like, ah, come on, man. Especially when you raid someone who's in follower only mode. Like, I mean, I'm not to, you know, call out Sophie because she was really cool and definitely worth a follow. But it's definitely one of those things where it's just like, oh man, dang it, now my community doesn't get to like say the raid thing or whatever, you know. Not that we have a raid ritual yet, but maybe that's something I should think about too. Fuck, where is this last 2 objects? Fuck me, dude. Have I just walked right by and I didn't even know? Wish I had like trash finding mode. I might just have to skip the fucking ground check phase. It doesn't really get you that much more money anyways. It's kind of annoying. I hate this part. Just check around here and people maybe look trash even though the trash cans are right here. Go over here. Did I check over here? I think I did. I remember going in there. Yeah, I might just skip the ground check mode or phase. I hate hide and seek games. I hate being the seeker and hide and seek in real life too. It sucks. It's the most boring thing. Alright, we're skipping it. Fuck it. First time we've done this. Yeah, that's fair, of course. Young CEO, I clicked away. Oh yeah, because he was in follow only mode. I didn't realize that, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why that would be. I mean, maybe in Red Dead 2, there's definitely things that you could spoil. I don't know, but he's been in online mode a lot lately, so I don't know. I don't know what his reason is for that. I don't know, maybe some people just feel like they will get a better community if they do that or something. I don't know. You certainly only have people to talk to who really want to talk to you. Dude on God being Seeker is so lame. Yeah, yeah, being Seeker is lame, dude. It's like nobody wants to be Seeker. You want to be the person hiding. Who wants to be Seeker? Nobody. 5.7 good? Yep, 5.7 is good. Did I tell you guys the horror story I've gone through with Microsoft? You told us a little bit about it, but we haven't heard an update in a while. What's going on? Oh yeah, and I got the side discharge. That's gonna make this harder too. I think we're gonna not worry about the lines since we don't have to, and we're just gonna go with some circle paths. Try to make sure I'm not shooting anything out onto the walkway here. Yeah, I missed it entirely. Okay, yeah, there you go. Start from the beginning. Recap for Ty. Oh God, stay close. Probably start with the benches because they look like they're gonna be the hardest part. See if I can't fit my big ass in there. My big dick inside that tiny little patch of grass. Oh no! Got a little excited there. Have you gotten that stuff figured out still? I hope the end of the story is going to be positive. Damn it, I'm gonna have to clean that up. No, I'm cutting the wrong grass? Is that what it just said? Oh. I'm not supposed to cut all the grass? Well, I've never had that happen to me before. I just cleaned up the grass clippings. Fuck you, game. That's what I was just doing. Okay, so I'm only supposed to cut that area? Okay, that's interesting. They don't want me to cut other parts of the... Oh, wow, okay, I've never had a contract like that. Easy. Don't have to cut the one that I was worried about. Perf. Not even mad. So I got hacked, tried so many different paths to reach customer service. Every time you want to speak to a live agent, you have to log in. I can't log in because a person changed my two-step verification email and phone number to not my info. So I can't get help and I keep getting charged. Only thing I could do is call my credit card and put a block for the vendor. Gosh, that sucks. How annoying. I feel like they really need to work on that, because you can't be the only person who's had that happen to them. I wonder if everybody just ends up doing that. Just like having to restart their Microsoft account completely. I also think it's interesting that you got hacked and they didn't do anything. You know, I don't think they've like bought anything on your account, right? You're just getting charged the monthly fee for Game Pass, which you're not even allowed to fucking use it, basically. Which is a crime enough, but I'm just glad that maybe someone's not like buying a bunch of fucking V-Bucks, you know, things or whatever. Not that they could do that on there, but you know, something like that. That happened to me with my Nintendo account. I guess I didn't put two-factor auth on there, and then one day all of a sudden I got like $300 in V-Bucks charged to my account. And just had to immediately reset everything for my Nintendo shit and definitely put two-factor auth on there. But I think I just canceled my account for a while and just didn't have Nintendo Online because I was just like, fuck that. Fuck these stupid people trying to scam me, you know? Gosh, I wish I could punch that dude in the face. Fuck scammers. Yeah, V-Bucks on there, right? So annoying. Nintendo was cool about it, though. Nintendo refunded me everything. PayPal was just like, looks like it's a valid transaction to us, so you can go fuck yourself. It's just like, now how about fuck you, PayPal? They don't want me to leave grass clippings in the flower bed, it looks like. That's okay, we can do that. Just have to go around the flower bed in a certain direction. In fact, maybe I'll just start doing that direction now. These stripes are gonna look horrible. They moved all phone support to online. Yeah, which is it's like, I mean, I guess that could be like an okay thing as long as you still have like a method for people to like file that stuff, you know? Like make a claim or whatever you'd call it, you know? Put in a ticket. Because to require you to log in order to put a support ticket is like obviously ridiculous, because what about people who are having problems logging in? Where do they go? You know, and that's just ridiculous. Have you put in, have you like made another Microsoft account and then put a ticket in with that account to talk about your first account? Oh man, what a fucking mess that would be. Motherfuckers still play Fortnite? Yeah, apparently, dude. Wait, now I can't get auto-modded. Yo! Yeah, there you go, Ty. One of the many benefits of being a mod. Yeah, in fact, you know who still plays Fortnite? Papa plays Fortnite. He was playing it the other night to catch up on finishing up the last season. And I think he watched the whole Fortnite Venom season opening thing. Yeah, so yeah, some people still playing it, man. I think I only played Fortnite Battle Royale maybe like once or twice. I just knew it wasn't for me. Pretty much goes the same for all Battle Royales though. Just not a competitive guy. I mean, I can be competitive, don't get me wrong. It's just not like my preferred thing to do. I like to work together. Yeah, look at these nasty lines, dude. This thing looks atrocious. That's okay. Now for that area. What about that patch of grass too? Yep. It's gonna be hard to do this one. I'm gonna have to clean up after the fact. Even from here, I might still shoot some grass onto that walkway. Oh, nope, it's just far enough. So I need that zero turn. Nice sweep. And there's a couple of blades, but that's okay. There's a form for that, and the automatic system could not verify that the account was mine, even though it is in my name and credit card. Oh my god. I guess they do leave you no choice but to just like create a new account and, you know, block that card or whatever. You probably have to use a different card, I guess, because you're gonna block the vendor from your card, right? I think it's crazy that someone even hacked the two-factor authentication. I mean, that's a feat, man. That's a pretty good security measure. I wonder if that has any other implications for what they might be able to get into, if they could get into that. But that's the only thing you've had, like, that's been like hacked, right? Still, you haven't had any other of your accounts or anything get hacked or anything. It just makes me wonder, because if they had that, they got that two-factor auth, then what other two-factor auth could they be trying to get from you, you know? Played with my cousin for like 2 weeks. I'm ass at shooters, and I think the game community is rancid. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've never interacted with the community for Fortnite, but I guess I could probably see that. It seems like most competitive communities can be pretty bad, because I mean, I think it's with the nature of competition, it attracts that kind of people. Not that everybody who, you know, wants to be competitive is that way, like not at all, but I think that there is a certain type of person who is attracted to that sort of thing, like toxic people. I'm gonna sit down for a bit, stand for a while. What time is it? Oh, it's 6 already? How long have I been streaming? 3 hours? Fuck, dude. Are you kidding me? Wow. We're already in the home stretch of the stream. Where'd the day go, guys? What was this, my third lawn? Oh, it feels good for my leg. My leg was getting tired. I didn't even realize it. So I felt it in my side. That's my leg getting tired. Been thoroughly been monitoring my stuff. Nothing causing a flag. Well, that's good. That's what I still have hopes that it's just a electronic system error or something, like a database error, and it's not anybody actually being nefarious. But I don't know. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. But it sounds like that might be the case so far. It's just so unfortunate that Microsoft doesn't have a path for someone in your situation where they really should. Yeah, this hill is pretty rough. Look, I'm like maxed out, and this mower's not going anywhere. What the fuck, dude? Oh, and then I moved a little bit, and then we went really fast. What is going on here? It's like there's an invisible bit of collision or something. There we go. Okay, that was a little weird, Also, way too many squeakers in game chat. Oh yeah, like young kids or whatever. I wonder what the age rating of Fortnite is. It's all pretty cartoony and stuff, so they probably try to keep it like as E for everyone as they can, I would assume. But I almost feel like it should still be teen just because of the content of what it is. Do you guys need undershirts / base layers? I just bought some for me and my husband on sale, normally $24. They're like $5 to $8 right now. No, actually I don't use undershirts and base layers myself. I get too warm. There's no way I could do that. But that is a good deal for sure. I'm a one layer kind of guy. There's nothing but skin under here, baby. What is up with this spot? This spot's got some sort of bug going on or something. There's no way a turf tiger would have any fucking problem going up this hill. It's only my left wheel that's turning too. Wow, that's so buggy. Are you seeing that? What the fuck? Fuck that spot, dude. It's buggy as shit. There's no way that's that turf tiger. I know, because I fucking rode one of these for years, dude. There's no way. I'd go on off like a more than a 45-degree fucking hill. There's no way. Big ass tires and all that fucking power and that engine, how heavy it is, it would have a lot of traction right there. That is BS. So at the moment, thank you for the offer. Oh yeah. I love selling offers. You might throw that in the take my money channel though, in case somebody who's not on right now might enjoy that kind of that deal. See, it's doing it again. It's always in the spot. It's like I'm like bottoming out. Is that what's happening? I don't think I'm bottoming out. I don't know, it's weird. Definitely like a little bug in that spot or something. The fact that the mower seems to like tip a lot too, like it's kind of weird, it teeters. Which doesn't seem right. This thing is heavy as fuck. It wouldn't teeter so much. It would more than likely crush the dirt underneath it down before it would like that. It's a heavy ass mower. Yeah, I tend to just wear a button down and that's it. Yeah, there you go. Button down's pretty nice because get that little breeze in there. I'm not great with button downs. I need to get shirts that are big enough for me. With all my button downs, like my chest is just like too big or whatever, and then my belly too, you know? It's not my chest, it's my fucking belly. I need to lose this fucking belly too, that would help. Look at that, what the fuck is with that? Oh, he's right here. We're good. Looks like some lavender there. feeling very strange all of a sudden. We're almost done with this area. And Mom said, always cold. My husband is like you and runs hot, but in the ambulance in the winter gets chilly no matter what. Oh yeah, for sure. In that situation, I would definitely wear undershirts. I work in, well, I work at home now, so I can just wear basketball shorts every day. I need to get some more shorts, in fact, because I run out of shorts pretty quickly. I don't like wearing my cargo shorts when I'm just sitting there in the house either. It just doesn't feel as comfortable as basketball shorts do. Yeah, I used to work outside when I was a millwright, and definitely many layers when I was out there. Yeah, we used to have to wear long sleeve shirts in the fucking summer too. That was horrible. Long sleeve shirt and jeans in the fucking middle of August when it's super fucking hot. Fucking July. God, there was some horrible days out there sometimes. Italian show and tell, I freaking love a very hungry calipitter. What's the background for that? My girlfriend embroidered it into a bralette. Yeah, absolutely. That was really cool. Tyler posted that on Friday, right? I think that's when he puts that stuff. There's a lot of cool different mediums. That wood burning stuff was really cool too. You got Etsy and takes commissions. I can DM you on Discord. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Love hearing about commissions in the chat. People ask Shyla for commissions. Has anybody got a Shyla commission yet? I know she's been getting a lot of different commissions from other people that I think it's been mentioned to her a few times in chat, so I hope somebody's gotten a cool picture from her. I know I sent her a picture of me and Kikado, and we'll see if she can do that. She said I think she's a little bit hesitating because of my face is in it, and so she's wondering how good she'll do that, but she said she'll try it, so I'm excited. It'd be cool to do some gig work like that. Commission work sounds like it'd be cool. I just feel like I've never been that good at any specific craft or whatever to do that myself. It seems like such a cool thing to someone to ask you to perform your art because they like the way you do it, you know? Keep telling myself I should probably go out and make a Fiverr account to try to do voice acting for people sometime, but I don't know, haven't gotten around to it. You know, I got a lot of stuff going on, I guess, you know. Oh, shut up, I didn't leave grass clippings anywhere. Fuck you. I do wish this guy had a mulch blade, that's for sure. I guess it has the grass collector I can eventually get, so that's its version of the mulch plate, I suppose. Might try that to paint my late puppy. Yeah, there you go, right? That'd be awesome. Yeah, didn't you ask her the other day still about a commission? I think maybe she was AFK. I'll have to try again. Get that grass off of there. Can't wait to see what she comes up with for the Dolus and DD logo. She says she's got a couple designs that she's been playing with. So I'm super excited to see what she comes up with. Such a horrible way to mow this, but I'm doing it. Who gives a shit? They didn't ask for no lines. Their weird hill is doing shit to my mower. My payback. Do I need to end up moving that? Yep. I wonder if eventually I'll have to do this one striped. I assume every level probably has like a striped version. This one would definitely be a challenge. Back certain. It's good to stand up. I think I might need a stretch. We're gonna have time. That's probably end up being the last lawn I mow, so I'll just stretch after the stream. I think I forgot to charge my roller. That's okay. It still works as a roller. Just won't vibrate. Hydrate, you got it, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Got a little bit of watered down Baja Blasto. Oh, it's pretty watered down though. I appreciate you for doing that. It's definitely a good way to help me remember. I can tell I actually really did need a drink there. I was getting a little bit dry. Just wasn't thinking about it. Mountain Dew flavored water, right? Have you guys heard about I just tried yesterday. They have a new Sprite flavor out that's lemonade flavor. I thought that was kind of interesting because it's like, is it just Sprite with more lemon in it? I guess it's supposed to have lemon and lime in it already. But here I got the empty bottle here. Sprite lemonade made with 1% real juice. It says. Still getting keyed out quite a bit. Lemonade. It's pretty good. I like it. It's just got like a hint of lemonade flavor to it. It could use more lemonade, I think, in it. It's almost a little too Spritey. Think you've had that before? Yeah, I've never heard of it until I went to a Quick Trip yesterday and I saw it. I went to go get some regular Sprite and I was like, oh, cool, I'll try that out. Saw this new Mountain Dew flavors too, but I'm trying to stay off the caffeine. I wouldn't have had this Baja Blast if it wasn't for the fact that they were out of tiramisu. The response, but yes, I did ask Shyla recently, but I also don't want to nag her, so when she has time, yeah. I'm sure she probably wouldn't view it as like nagging or whatever. She'll probably let you know when she's available. I think she just was AFK, I think, when you asked or something, if I remember right. Probably DM her in Discord, maybe. I don't know how savvy she is with Discord yet, but I know she's been getting better at using it. I talked to Shyla on Facebook personally because we're Facebook friends. So I'll have to ask her what's the best way to contact her. Maybe through her Instagram. I don't know if they have DMs on Instagram, but maybe that would be a good place. I think that's probably where she gets a lot of her commissions, I think. Yeah, that's where she always appoints everybody to, I guess. Maybe that's why I'm saying that. I'm not a citrus fan, not carbonated beverages. My mom just said that sounds good though. Yeah, it is pretty good. I like lemonade a lot, and I like Sprite. I guess I am a fan of citrus, to be honest, because I really like orange juice and stuff as well. I used to drink a glass of orange juice every morning. When I was younger, it really helped me out. I think that natural sugar in it would help energize me for the day. Yeah, lemonade is pretty much my go-to when I'm now that I'm not trying to, or now that I'm trying to not drink caffeine. Lemonade is pretty much my go-to. If it's not lemonade, then it's like root beer or Sprite. Because yeah, the carbonation can be pretty good sometimes. Sometimes I think maybe I crave the carbonation, the texture of carbonation. But I think for the most part, I'm not that much of a carbonated person either. I kind of like a nice, smooth, delicious beverage. Carbonation can be interesting at times. I mean, sometimes it's nice to drink a carbonated beverage when you're eating, just for the fact that you can get a good burp in there and eat a little bit more. I don't know why, but there's some, when I'm eating like a big meal, it is nice to have a couple burps in there. sometimes you just feel a little bubbly. Yeah, little bubbly in the tumbly. So interesting that we even make carbonated water and stuff, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like we're using CO2, which is something that we try not to like breathe in and stuff, but we put it in the water because of bubbles. Or I was watching a Nile Red video. He made it a while back, but I rewatched it recently, where he turned diamonds into CO2 by just burning them with oxygen going over them. And he used the CO2 from it to make carbonated water out of a soda stream. He made this whole apparatus to, you know, make a dry ice with the CO2 from the diamonds. So it was like diamonds, dry ice. And then he put it in a container where it would then turn to gas and expand and pressurize. And then he made soda with it. And he drank the water and he was like, it just tastes like carbonated water. It's like, of course it does. But it was just such an interesting process to watch him do it all or whatever. Very expensive water. It didn't taste any different. Nope, and doofus in my phone is about to die. The Outback made me delirious. Gotta charge it, but if you stop streaming soon, thank you for the stream and see you mañana. That sounds good. Yeah, probably will be heading out here pretty quick. I mean, at the end of this this yard or lawn or whatever. But probably another 30 minutes. Thanks for hanging out. Hope your bloomin' onion was delicious. Was in full bloom. I wonder what, you know, I don't think I've ever seen an onion in full, like adult mode, you know, like in bloom. This made me think of like what a real bloomin' onion would look like, you know? Only ever seen the root, essentially, right? Oh fuck, grass clipping, sorry! Should be going this way, I know. Clean up some of those clippings. Just go right around the bed. Little buffer zone here. I love draining thousands of water sources. Yes, working on your ink farm there. Do you drain it, I guess, with sponges? You know, is that the easiest way to do it? That's what my guess would be. But I used once when I was doing some sandbox mode stuff, and I wanted to get rid of a bunch of water because I was trying to make some underwater temple, and just spawned a bunch of sponges. Yeah, you section it off with gravel and drain with sponges. There you go. I thought the sponges were a cool mechanic. When I learned that, I was like, oh, that's cool. Makes sense. It's a good one too. I really like this one. In fact, if you place saturated sponges in the nether, they instantly dry. Oh, cool. Yeah, I thought there was a way to dry them too. I couldn't remember what it was, but that's cool. Do they just have to be near magma, or does it have to be the nether specifically? You don't have a wet sponge's chance in hell. You would usually just throw them in the furnace, and yeah, it has to be the nether for that to work. Oh, okay, you throw them in the furnace. That's what it was. Okay. I thought there was a way to dry them out. Is there any way to extract the water without drying it out like that? You know how you just like wring out a sponge in real life? Is there a way to effectively do that in Minecraft? Because that would be cool. Be like a poor man's bucket. Okay, this area is officially mowed. That is going to be pretty hard not to make a mess of. I need to shoot it all onto the walkway so that I can then shoot it back into the grass, I think. Otherwise, all the grass is going to go in the flower bed, and they don't want that, I found out. I'm just going to do some grass management. Game's going to bitch at me, but I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. There are redstone machines that you can make that can drain large areas of ocean. Oh, really? Whoa, that's pretty crazy. And that's all vanilla, right? I assume you're always talking vanilla. I am talking to Ty, right? Yes, sir, it's vanilla. Hell yeah, dude. Vanilla just gets better and better, dude. I know that there's grass on the walkway. You can just eat my ass. I'll fix it. What do you want in the flower bed instead? Your ass is grass. That's what they're telling me. I'm like, no, your ass is grass. No, you. Let's just go ahead and get rid of all these little patches. Pass, and that'll be good. Go ahead and cut this little patch. Is that the end of it? Is that the last bit? Kind of looks like it was. 99.7%. There we go, fix that. It must be an area I still haven't cut. There's gotta be like a tiny patch somewhere, huh? A little bit around these flower beds. I can get a little bit closer, I guess. .7 makes me feel like there's a patch that I haven't done yet. Doesn't want me to mow any of that over there, though. Bits all over. Maybe that's all it is. Shit. My bee. Shoot that over there. Tire tracks looking like spaghetti. I know, dude. I have not given a shit about lines this time, dude. Okay, we're trying to get this little bit of grass. Still at 99.7. Can't say I'm not the most proud of this job. But hey, we got her done. My deck probably was a little bit too big. Here, couple blades. Here. I can get a little bit closer over here. mean, at least 0.8. Fuck. Get a little bit closer. There's a little bit. Still 99.7, huh? Game grass clippings. What did I miss? Over there. Making my deck too freely, exactly. Kind of wave this big old deck around, let them know who's boss. Oh, here's a patch. Oh, yeah. Here's a good little spot that I didn't get. $99.8. Oh my gosh. Was there another thing like that? Was there another tree I fucked up? Oh, this one I could do a little bit better apparently. I feel like I'm overlapping with the dirt. It's still not counting as cutting. Go ahead and do a front view. That's overlap right there. Okay, let's try this tree. We get real close to it. Easy now, easy now. There we go, cutting complete. That's one reason why it's good to be thorough, because like while you're doing it, because then at the end when you only have like 0.1 left, it's just like, oh man, it's like a tiny tuft somewhere that you missed. Becomes another goddamn hide and seek. Actually, had 10 viewers at one point. I imagine you had the majority stake in the game's total viewership. Yeah, maybe I did, dude. Yeah, today was actually like a light Sunday, to be honest. I feel like this game usually has a lot more viewership than it did today, but I mean, not that I'm worried about it. I had my friends here with me to hang out, so I'm always happy. Yeah, I'm just surprised, just based on the numbers of the last like 3 weeks. Time check failed. Yeah, I skipped over that. My bad. Still got almost the max amount from it. God damn! Come on, Mia. You could have got 2,700 from it, but you got 19. Fuck. You better than that. Advertisement campaign updates, local flyers ongoing 140, print magazine ad 105. There we go. I must have gone up for rank. I wonder if I can hire a new person now. Let's see. The hire because you already employ maximum current reputation level. I wonder if it tells me what reputation level I get to do other things with. Advertisements, company, edit player. I don't know. It's like I can upgrade to another bay at some point, but I already have an extra bay, I thought. Oh no, I have an extra mower right now. I guess I could go ahead and upgrade to another bay so I have it ready. Try to get another mower. Let me see. Let me look at these other mowers. So this is where I'm at now. My highest level mower, I guess you could say. There is this big old boy, which looks pretty cool. And then we have the Toro Z Master, which looks pretty much just like the Turf Tiger in a lot of ways. I'm not sure what more this guy's gonna give you. It's got even a smaller deck, I guess, but it's got rear discharge, which would actually be pretty nice. So there's that. Top speed's about the same. Has more horsepower than the Turf Tiger. This only has 31, this is 37. 152 centimeter, 155. Yeah, Skag's got a little bit bigger deck. Not that it's the size of the deck. Maybe once everyone's out actually mowing their lawn. Yeah, I know Papa was mowing his lawn earlier, that's for sure. Holy nuts, right? Look at this one, dude. The Proline H800. Proline H800 direct collect rotary mower with high lift collection is engineered for maximum lifetime and minimum downtime. With a powerful 18 kilowatt, 24.7 horsepower engine, a 50-inch, 127 centimeter front mounted deck, large 41 liter, 9 gallon fuel tank, and 810 liter capacity hopper, this mower can go longer without stopping. So the hopper just collects the grass then? That's just like a giant grass collection thing? Damn, dude. Holy crap. It's just a fancy grass collector. I thought it was like, I don't know, I thought it was like a big chemical tank at first, but I didn't take a close enough look at it. I see that it's got like a big door in the back. Looks like it would actually like lift up and dump too and everything. Interesting, right? And look at those big old like mirrors too you got, those side view mirrors, those are cool. This thing's made for like a fucking farm or something, dude. I've never seen something like that in real life. And then the top one is this guy, which doesn't really look, it looks like a cross between a zero turn and a regular mower. Pretty cool little arm thing there. The Toro Groundmaster 3300 delivers unparalleled productivity, featuring a powerful 37.4 horsepower diesel engine, cross tracks, all-wheel drive, and legendary Groundmaster decks. The Groundmaster 3300 makes quick work in even the toughest terrain while delivering on exceptional quality of cut. Available attachments are a 60-inch rear discharge deck. A rear 60-inch. So you can get a bigger deck or a smaller deck. What does it come with? Did it say what it comes with? It comes with 152 centimeters. God, so what's with the inches and centimeters, dude? Fucking choose one or say both. I don't know, but I hate that it's got, oh, you can get a 60-inch rear discharge deck. Well, it's like, well, the one I have is 152 centimeters. The deck discharges in the rear, right? It'd be interesting to have a rear discharge deck. I don't know what kind of, oh, it's rear discharge right now. But then you can get a 60-inch rear discharge deck, so this must be a different deck size. Then you get a 72-inch one, F60 flail deck. What the fuck's a flail deck? That sounds interesting. The 72-inch recycler kit. Okay, that sounds interesting. And then a 60-inch recycler kit, huh? Very interesting. You know, one thing I actually want to check is now that I've gone up a level, can I buy this? Oh, I can! The Clamshell grass catcher. Fuck yes, let's get one of these. I guess I just didn't have enough money for it before. Yeah, we're definitely getting that, so I don't have to worry about no discharge, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, now it looks just like that other one, dude. There's a skag version of it. I don't even need that fancy one. Flail deck is frankly just low-hanging fruit. Oh, is it not that great? Is that what you mean by that? By low-hanging fruit? The Skag Clamshell Grass Catcher, GCCS, is the perfect answer for operators that do not want to leave the mower's seat or dump their debris. This simple-to-use catcher system allows you to dump the hopper by pulling a lever. That thing looks badass, dude. I gotta say, now this is pod racing, dude. You know what I'm saying? Look at that collector system. It's got like a big old fucking vacuum down there. It just sucks them all up into this thing. That's badass, dude. Can't wait to take this for a spin next week. I mean, it's too easy to joke about. Oh, gotcha. It's calling it a flail or whatever. This is indeed pod racing. All right, cool. All right, let me do some maintenance while I'm in here. I'm excited for next week. Try out that grass collector. And there we go. Then we are ready for next week. Got some of the jobs. Got some pretty good jobs for next week. Hopefully we'll be able to hire somebody next Sunday. I don't know why I'm so tired. It's not that late yet. It's almost 7. That's it. All right. Well, I think this is where we're going to end the stream for today. Going on about 4 hours, 3.5. Pretty good size stream for Sunday. All right, I think for the rest of the night, I'm probably gonna be working on the podcast, try to get some of the preliminary editing stuff done. Gotta render a few things out so then I can actually start doing some cuts, so that's probably what I'll be doing for the rest of the night. Give me a little something to eat. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks, Ty, for hanging out and chatting with me. Thanks for becoming a mod. I really appreciate that, dude. If you ever have any questions about any sort of rules that I have or anything and how I'd like to enforce them, you just let me know, man. I'd love to have that discussion sometime if you ever need it. Anytime this evening, thank you for another awesome stream. Thank you for another awesome stream, because it wouldn't be as awesome to me if it wasn't for you guys. Let's see, should we raid somebody? Should we see if we have anybody raid? I think no, Papa is playing tonight, but I don't think he's on for another hour at least, so I don't think we're gonna be able to raid Papa, unfortunately. Oh, we got Flex. Yeah, I'll go ahead and raid Flex. Flex is gonna be doing his community game night tonight, I believe. So if anybody's interested in playing some Switch games, it's usually Switch related. Which, I don't know, while I'm rendering, maybe I'll try to see if I can jump in some games, because my computer's gonna be tied up anyways. So maybe that's what I'll do while I'm rendering. All right, let's go ahead and queue up this raid for Flex. All right. You have a good night as well, Ty. Thanks again for hanging out, dude. And for anybody else out there who's lurking, whatever, thanks for hanging out. And we will see you guys tomorrow for some more binary domain, which I'm excited to continue. I don't know if you guys are excited to see that. So, see you tomorrow. Good night, Lemur. See you later, man.